Hello, and thank you for listening to Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard. On this episode of Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard, we talk with Big Ugly Jim of the Keith Morrison Band and the Calgary Beer Corps, among other fine things. Check out the Keith Morrison Band. They're a great, rocky, folky thing. Good times. A departure from the usual podcast. And go to calgarybeercorps.com and check out all the rad stuff they do. We literally go from music to aliens in this podcast, and it is an extended podcast. So it ends officially at about an hour, but if you'd like to listen on, you can. So thanks for listening. Today, I have my friend Jim Martin on the podcast. Hello, Jim.
Well, hello, Nate. How are you?
Thank you for being here, good sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I like them. I'm cracking them out of the park this week. I think this is the fourth one.
Oh, yeah? They're all homers?
Oh, yeah. No, they're all fucking gold. If you haven't, folks, go to bignateproductions.com and listen to all these damn podcasts. They're fucking hilarious. Listened to a couple of them the other day just by accident. Yeah. Part of them.
One time I didn't listen to a Big Nate Productions podcast. You know what happened?
What?
A meteor fell on my dog.
Holy fuck.
So,
see?
Public service announcement. Don't mess around.
Yeah. Go to bignateproductions.com and listen to this, which you're probably doing right now.
So listen to them all.
Because iTunes is being lame. They keep sending me the same rejection letter over and over and over. So you can't listen to it on iTunes. You have to go to bignateproductions.com. So thanks for all your support, everybody. Big Nate Productions also brings you Calgary Metalfest, June 3rd through 6th, 2015, this year. Go to calgarymetalfest.com, get your tickets. Fuck yeah. I should mention Heroes and Villains. I think they just signed on to be a sponsor.
Oh, they are rad people.
Yeah, so go to heroesandvillainstattoo.com and get your shit tatted up. A new sponsor, it's nuts.
That's crazy. You're clearly rolling in it.
Oh, fuck.
That's why we're in the pimp bus.
Yeah. And also, this podcast, the first sponsor of Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard, righthookmics.com. I'm going to show Jim one.
Oh, that is a fine-looking microphone.
Yeah, Mr. Jim's talking through one right now as well. This is the metal mic. I believe it goes for like $129.99 or something like that.
That's a deal at twice the price. That is a sexy-looking microphone.
Oh, fuck. And they have four or five different versions of the same thing. They do like a olive drab army one, and the 3PO is all gold.
Yeah.
And then the Stormtrooper, which is a white body with a black grill. Looks pretty, it's neat. So go to righthookmics.com and buy some shit. Buy all the things twice.
While listening to Big Nate Productions podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting Hard in Big Nate's Backyard.
And buying tickets for Calgary Metalfest.
Absolutely. From the guy who's tattooing you at Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, that's right. You could do that all at once.
It's one-stop shopping.
Let me know if you can listen to this on your phone. I haven't even tried. I bet you probably could. Anyways, good luck with that. So that's the end of the commercials. I'd like to officially welcome Big Ugly Jim, as you're affectionately known.
With love and a certain amount of chagrin, I still go by the nickname Big Ugly Jim.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's annoying now, actually, because it's one of those things that it was just no one ever questioned that nickname for many years.
Right.
And then now, when I say it, there's always some girl who goes, "You're not big and ugly." And I'm like, really? Then let's date. No? Okay. Then clearly big and ugly. Because I'm sweet as shit and I'm funny.
Yeah. Who gave you that name?
It's a funny story. I was out to visit a buddy of mine who's now a piece of shit, but he had
that happens.
Yeah, exactly right. He's a victim here. But he had a gig for his really crappy rock and roll band, and the girl who would eventually become his wife was in the room, and her friend were like, because he came and talked to me, and they were like, "Who's that big ugly dude over there?" And he told me this, and I was fine. Fuck, I'm Big Ugly Jim. That's just who I am. Screw it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't far off the mark. the truth hurts.
You play in the Keith Morrison band.
I do.
Is that his real name?
That is his real name. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Actually, he's really Ben Folds, but that was taken. So,
Zing.
yeah. No, that's actually. I got to say, for all the years I've been involved in the music scene, and I've run a bunch of different bands, a bunch of different ways, and this is probably the most fun.
Yeah.
It's a whole different style of music than I'm used to playing, and I had to push myself to get decent on an upright bass, and wanted to learn how to play with a bow, how to really know what I was doing with it. And
yeah, you play an upright bass.
Yeah.
Was that thing like $1 million or?
Actually, no.
Those things,
the fine folks.
I see the cheap ones are like $4,000.
Yeah, this was $2,000.
Wow.
And it came with strings, bow, rosin, bag, stand. It was used, but I'm okay with that. And it was an impulse purchase. I was poor, and I was at the Long McQuaid with Glenn Murdoch.
Yeah, okay.
The legend of the internet.
Shout out.
And that's right, I know Glenn Murdoch.
Yeah. Gotta get shirts made up. Put "that's right" at the beginning.
That's right. I know Glenn Murdoch. But yeah, he wanted to go get a pedal, and he's like, well, "Do you want to go to Long McQuaid?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I don't have any money, but why not?" And Chucky Deadman was working, and I stumbled into the bass area, and I'm just ogling these beautiful instruments, and Chuck's right there, and he's like, you can rent one of these for like $50 a month. I was like, really? $50? You know what? I think I need to do that. And I had like $200 to my name, and Nate's like, sorry, you're sitting in front of me. Chuck's like, well, if you can afford $50 a month, surely you can afford to put $150 a month in and own it. I was like, yeah, that shouldn't happen, but it did.
Yeah.
And it was pretty legendary, I got to say. Like, I make a lot of bad choices that work out really well for me, so that was one of them. Yeah.
Well, it's never a bad choice to buy a musical instrument.
I did my post-secondary education the same way, man. I literally I was on the phone with the people. I went to the DeVry Institute of Technology because, clearly I was an exceptional student in high school.
Yeah.
And I was on the phone with the admissions people, and they were like, hey, what do you want to take? And I go, I don't know, what do you guys have? And they start listing off courses. I'm like, ooh, telecommunications, that sounds fun. And they go, oh, well, we don't have that in Calgary, actually. And I was like, well, what do you have in Calgary? Computers, done. That was my decision-making process for getting a post-secondary education. And it worked out. I like my job.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is exactly, are you like a code guy?
No, I am actually, at this point, I am a business analyst. I used to be a code guy, but...
nothing like having anal in your business title.
Absolutely.
In your personal, professional title.
It sort of warms the heart, and at the same time scares people. I put the anal in business analyst.
Analyst.
That actually sounds like it could be a really good metal band album. Analyst.
Yeah, it does. Long McQuaid is their god and the devil. It's so fucking awesome. It's
totally.
I remember when I moved up here when I was like 19, and I was living with my parents, and like they weren't impressed.
Yeah.
But I went to Long McQuaid, and they would give me, I had a job, so they gave me a credit line. And I bought a fucking Ampeg fridge, and I remember my mom being like, can you put wheels on that fucking thing and drive it to work? I was just like, no. Well, I could.
Yeah. Be slow going, but
might be a bit of a hazard.
Yeah. Are Long McQuaid one of your sponsors?
I wish. I was actually thinking last night about reaching out to them.
You know what? Let's do this right now. Long McQuaid, this is Big Ugly Jim. Clearly, we have been promoting you guys tonight, and it's all heartfelt because you guys are the shit in Calgary. So
and Metalfest needs some backline.
Metalfest needs backline. Big Nate needs a more pimpin' van. Everything needs to happen, and you guys can be a part of the. This is a great. I would live in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get buried in this fucking thing.
It's a little bigger than my current bedroom, but it'll do. I'll find space or find a way to use the space.
Yeah, 7x10.
Yeah.
But it's only like 5 feet tall. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Last night, AJ was taking pictures of me getting in here because he couldn't figure out how I would do that.
Yep.
Yeah, we're sitting in a 7x10. It used to be a handy bus because there's no man door on the side of it.
Yep.
I bet it had a lift in it and all that because of the back door.
Yep. It still has the emergency exit lift handle push to open.
Yeah.
That's
that
rad.
nobody ever reads. They fuck it up real bad.
I'll go you one better. Issue des secours. I can't read the rest. There's a chain hiding it.
We're bilingual here at the Reno house.
Yeah. Or Renault.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put my real name on the internet. Speaking of, I got my name because we would, when I was like really young, we'd go to restaurants when we lived in the States, and they could never pronounce our last name.
Yeah.
So my dad would just write Reno, and then they'd be like, but he'd say Renault.
Yep.
And they'd be like, "Oh, Renault," and it was like, "Oh, wow." Just got to spell it phonetically.
Absolutely.
Neat.
Put the dashes and the little accents in, and then Americans can follow.
Yeah. So, what year did the Keith Morrison band start?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you were later.
Well, Keith started just sort of playing open mics and stuff.
Yeah. First of all, explain to the listeners what kind of music it is.
It's I call it like a folky rock and roll.
Yeah, cool.
Keith hates when I say the word folk. His spine actually straightens. But that's how I look at it. Is it's acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, drums, vocals, and harmony vocals, which doesn't really happen much these days.
Yeah.
Harmonies are kind of we're bringing it back. Damn it.
Yeah.
But and then the acoustic bass, but. Yeah, so it started off with just Keith was doing open mics
for a long time. I remember.
He was slugging pretty hard, and I saw him a few times, and I found that every time I was watching him play, I would be harmonizing in my head with what he was doing. And I one day it was an open mic night, and I had my upright bass, and I was like, "Dude, do you want to play a couple songs together? Show me what you're doing."
Yeah, cool.
And it just worked, and we started playing shows.
And then it became the Mark Russell Band, right?
Yep, briefly the Mark Russell Band. Yep.
When you two got together, it changed its name to the Mark Russell Band, I believe.
It was unofficially,
correctly. Yeah. Well, because you guys played Metalfest 1. Mm-hmm. You were the in-between band at Vern's. It was fucking
on your birthday.
Yeah, on my birthday. That was awesome. Thank you guys
totally
for doing that.
Oh, it was our pleasure, man.
It was sweet. I had you set up next to the stage while they were doing changeover and ripping out tunes.
And I love doing shows like that where,
as a two-piece?
Yeah, as a two-piece. But the idea of throwing us on a bill where it's like hardcore or metal or punk or whatever, and, instinctively you would think that everyone in the room would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they get right into it.
Yeah. It's a nice
the coolest
break.
Thing. Yeah.
I find lately with all these shows going on, like I used to kind of be like, well, they should all be like kind of complimentary bands to each other and stuff. But like, fuck. I mean, could you imagine like 19 grind bands in a row? Like, fuck, you just be like, God, my head hurts.
That's 30 minutes you'll never get back.
Yeah. 19 grind bands in 30, yeah, pretty much. that would be a 3-hour festival.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I really enjoy when grind bands on stage.
Yeah.
I as John Q. Public, who's not a regular grind listener, I can totally enjoy the shit out of that.
Yeah.
But by the third band, I'll be like, okay,
yeah,
I get it. You're very angry people.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of trying to mix it up now whenever I can, a little bit to. Not to like appeal to the masses per se, but just to like so it's a neat show.
Yeah,
like, that was cool the other night at Anvil because we had Alcatine and then Lucid Scream.
Yeah,
which I mean, I guess you could pigeonhole them in the same genre, but kind of not really. Like
they're like distant cousins in the same family tree.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So it was, and they brought different crowds. So I think that's the cool part about that too is bands that might not necessarily get to play in front of these people do. There was a lot of that with the Vakken battle too that was kind of neat.
Yeah,
was that it was totally random. I assigned it to like when people signed up.
Yep.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm putting this band with this band or whatever. It was just random. So lots of times people got the benefit of getting in front of a crowd they might not have before.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I like best about putting together a show is it used to be when I was in a punk band, I would be like, okay, I'm putting together a punk show. So who do I know that's a punk band?
Right.
Now I'm at a point where I can like, okay, you know what? I want I want like this flow for the night, so I'm going to put this kind of band here and that kind of band there, and then I can look at it and go, I know these guys are playing and they're going to draw a big crowd, and I bet that crowd would love this band they've never heard of, so I'm going to make sure they're in that spot or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, that's the key. Keep it fresh, keep it neat.
Yeah, all about the freshness.
So you are also involved with the CBC, quite intimately.
I am.
What's your business dick title there?
It depends on if it's a professional email that I'm sending. I'm vice president of the Calgary Beer Corps.
Okay,
but if it's something that I can get away with it a little bit, then I usually put Minister of Propaganda.
Gangster. I feel it.
Yep, thuggin'.
Yeah. No, fucking A. You guys just did the Stab Twist Pull CD release.
Yep. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a good night. Lots of people.
Great bands.
Yeah, everybody crushed pretty hard that night. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
What other shows of note lately?
Well, we did the Citizen Rage tour show.
Yeah, right.
For their tour kickoff. Oh Shit CD release.
Yeah, Oh Shit CD release.
Featuring the Keith Morrison Band. I think we played that one, didn't we?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And there's more that we've done this year. The start of the year is always slow.
Yeah.
And it's because we're always burnt out. Between the Christmas party at the house and then New Year's at the Stetson, we need like months before we're ready to do anything. This year we're pushing ourselves. We had a show in January.
Yeah, that's a right left there. Isn't that fuck?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, dialysis ain't easy.
Yeah. Hey, Keith, getting your blood changed, huh? Me too. I was referring to Keith Richards there, but yeah, no, that's awesome. So how was that New Year's show? I was out of town. How was it?
Oh, it was good. It was really good.
It was like 10 bands, right? At the Stetson?
10 bands. They were all the winners for the 10 bands are the Punk versus Metal Carnage.
Yeah, so cool. So you did a bunch of Punk versus Metals throughout the year, and the winners from all those played this epic
maelstrom of music.
Yeah, no, that's fucking...
Yeah, it was rad. And the new guys that I think you're a fan of Thrashadactyl.
Oh yeah.
They're the ones that they won the overall contest. So
really, did they?
They did great.
Fucking
and that was really cool for me seeing. These are kids that they're fairly young band. I saw them earlier in the year a couple of times and was like, I really like them.
Yeah,
they're fun.
Yeah,
and then we got them in on the shows. They did really well, and they got into the final round. And for the final round, we just sort of said, okay, well, in previous all the Carnage things, we always have judges that vote based on certain criteria, and for the last round, we just don't bother with judges, because who wants to spend New Year's Eve not drinking and paying studious attention to bands and stuff? So we just kind of opened it up to the votes for people in the room, and either everyone in the room, not everyone, but a huge number of people were there to see them and vote for their buddies, or they just really impressed a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure it was that. There were some great bands that night, and it was just like a sick night from start to finish, but I was really happy that they won.
Oh, fucking A. Awesome. Sounds like it was a fucking party. The pictures look crazy.
Yeah.
Was the turnout good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
really good.
cool.
We packed this place.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Stetson.
It's such a...
Are they like opening up shows again there, or just like select little once in a while?
They like us. They like the Beer Corps.
Right,
and we don't put a show there unless we know it's going to pack that room. Because they're, to be honest, they're not fans of the kind of music, right?
Right.
The people that work there,
they might be more into country, maybe.
Yeah, or sad rock and roll.
Yeah,
anything.
Okay. Yeah.
But what their big thing is, like, if they got a room full of people who are drinking hard and tipping, they like every music on earth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But if you have a room, and that size, and you got 50 people in it, it sure feels empty, and staff are like, ugh. So we just do some of our bigger shows there, and that always works out.
Yeah, you can put quite a few people in there, right? Isn't the capacity like over 200?
Yeah, I think we usually aim around like 400.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, we like to stack them.
Fair ball.
Yeah.
So you guys are famous for the Calgary Beer Corps Awards too. Can you tell the people about that? How did that start? Like when did that even start? When did you guys decide like, okay, I got to give my friend an award here?
So that was actually in the first distillery. Mark came up to me and he's like, I have this idea. I go, what's that? He goes, I want to do an award show. And I was like, really? Like, there's not enough self-congratulation among musicians? Come on.
Yeah.
And then he explained to me, he was like, I want it to be like a parody of an award show. I want it, like, I want the awards to be legit. Like, if you win Best Bass Player, it's not because you're a shitty bass player.
Yeah.
He said to Big Nate, who once won Best Bass Player.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it totally was. But to have it as like a fun night, a fuck off good time where we laugh a lot, and it's really sort of after the first one, it kind of evolved into it's the Beer Corps' way of saying thank you to the fans, to the bands that we work with and everything. It really is.
It's neat too, like to get everybody gets dressed up. There's a theme.
Yeah.
It's fun to fucking do that. Like, have a little bit of, like, do something fucking weird and wild like that. Like, fuck Hollywood. We'll make our own fucking Hollywood.
Absolutely.
Like kind of thing. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still waiting for all of our bands to get nominated for Junos. But, it could happen.
Did you know you have to buy that if you win it?
Really?
Yeah. If you win a Juno, you have to fly your own ass out there, put your own ass up, and then you have to pay, I think it's over $1,000 now if you want the statue.
Shit.
Yeah. A friend of mine who has since passed, unfortunately, he I won't name any names.
Yeah.
But he told him he won an award, and he found that out like in the 80s, and he told him to go eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, come on. Like,
I'll make you a Juno for $300. Seriously.
Yeah. No, dude. There you go.
And the good news is that if you show it to your friends, they're not going to be like, that's not real, because who the fuck sees a Juno?
Yeah, nobody has a Juno.
They're not like a big part of TV life. If you had a fake Oscar, people would be like, really, dude? Browns? Mm-hmm. But a fake Juno, who's going to know?
So are the Beer Corps Awards, are they registered?
No,
they're not. They're not registered.
That's something that we have looked into in the past. And I think we'll eventually do it.
Yeah.
But honest answer, we always ignore the awards until the point where we have to not ignore the awards. And that's a long time, but that is probably it's like a huge amount of effort to get that show to go off.
Yeah.
And by the time we're like, oh crap, we should really think about the awards, it's like, okay, the next 3 months we're just doing awards. That's all. I regularly will be sitting in my office and I'll be like writing emails to people for the awards because I've got 10 minutes free at work. Like I literally I have to squeeze shit in like that.
How many has there been now?
I think we've had 8.
Whoa, fuck! I thought
8.
you were gonna say 5 or 6. Wow, cool.
If you think about it, I mean, we've been through 3 distilleries.
Yeah, I know, that's wild.
Yeah, and the first awards was at the first distillery. Second one was at the Stetson.
Oh,
back in the Isaac days of the Stetson.
Right. Okay.
And then the third one was right after they opened up D2.
Right.
So that's going back a ways.
That is going back a ways.
It's funny because I never think about it. I'm always like, yeah, I think we've 2 or 3, and then I see a poster because I'm a teenage boy and my wall is covered in posters of shows I've done, and I'll see like 7th annual, and I'm like, that's not even last year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, I think
I keep forgetting that I was
9.
the first sound guy really for the D2.
Yeah.
Like I started. Well, I didn't start there. I was already working at Dickens, but like I did all of the D2 except for like a week when Greg was still there.
Yep.
Shout out to Greg. What the fuck's that guy doing now? I heard he went to music school and all this stuff.
Yeah, he got a degree in composition, like music composition.
Wow. Yeah, because he's a piano player, right?
Yeah, and he actually sent me a little while ago. I have on my computer at home, I've got tracks that he wrote, start to finish and stuff.
Cool.
And just fantastic.
Yeah, he moved out to Toronto, right?
I think Hamilton.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good university there or something.
Yeah, you must have family there or something.
This message brought to you by the city of Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
Come see the gray skies.
Yeah, come see the gray, polluted skies.
And
hang out with the shitty people.
Yeah. Nothing says Hamilton like a good gray-eyed prostitute.
I'm, speaking of prostitutes and gray-eyed Hamiltonians, I'm having my comedian friend Jason Rouse on.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he's going to be on April 1st.
Oh, I'm going to look forward to hearing that.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast in here, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be. He's doing April 2nd through 4th at Yuck Yucks. And this isn't print, so I can say, I think, that on April 3rd at the Wheel of Death Metal, he's going to do 15 minutes.
Oh, very cool.
So come down to Dickens on April 3rd for the Wheel of Death Metal. It's 5 bands. We spin the wheel after each band to see who goes next. Go to righthookmics.com, bignateproductions.com, calgarymetalfest.com, and check out Heroes and Villains Tattoo and Asteroid M Tattoo on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for listening. So yeah, April 3rd, Dickens Pub. Go check out the Wheel of Death Metal. It's Nancy's birthday party and the Calgary Metalfest fundraiser. And it's featuring Every Hour Kills, Black Pestilence, Oh Shit, the Press Gang, and God damn it. Every Hour Kills, Press Gang, Oh Shit. Fuck, there's one more. God damn it. This is the problem with Nancy. Oh, Bloated Pig. Bloated Pig, of course.
Easily forgettable.
No, yeah, those guys are so easily forgettable. Definitely. Yeah, fucking boring dicks.
Yeah, if only they had personality, you know.
I hope Bloated Pig goes every time.
I hope if I could have my way, honestly, it would be that every morning when I woke up, Bloated Pig would be in my house performing. What's the name of the song? The blood.
I don't know the names of any of
Sacrifice.
those songs.
I can't remember the name of the song, but it's the one they did the video and they have the like native midget guy covered in blood, and it's like the coolest.
Wee Death.
Yeah, Wee Death. Yeah, that is by far one of the best things that's ever been made. It's just such a well shot video, and if I could wake up and that was live in my house every day, I would be a happy motherfucker.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, that band rules. I think they have 3 or 4 albums out now, don't they?
Yeah.
Ian Dillon, who did sound at the D2 as well.
Yeah.
He produced all their records.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tell actually, like Ian does good work. There's really 2 people that I can think of that if someone was saying I'm a metal band, where should I record? It'd be Ian and this other fella named Big Nate.
I'd send him to Sasha. Just kidding. No, there's lots of capable guys in town. It's fucking awesome.
Capable's not what you're paying for.
Yeah, no, for sure. It all just depends on the flavor of salsa you like, you know.
Absolutely.
That's really all it is.
I like mine spicy and full of hate.
Okay, we have confirmation that it's $5 a carton, 80 cents a pack.
Oh, thank fuck.
From Navajo Joe.
That's so much better.
Oh my god.
We were talking on the drive.
We thought it was $45 a carton.
Yeah.
Like $5 a pack. Fuck.
That would have.
I was going to start a cigarette importing ring.
Totally.
Yeah. Fuck. I was thinking about it. You're lucky, government.
Yeah. You don't want to have to try these cases.
Oh fuck. So yeah, we should talk about the Keith Morrison band some more.
Sure.
We kind of, lawfully diverted.
We're all over the map. It's
That's
fun though.
okay.
The conversation's organic.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it started with you guys, and then who got added next?
The next person to join would have been Mish. And Mish is a phenomenal guitar player. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore, and it's because he was he's married and he's got a kid and he's going to school and and he lives in Canmore, so there's just no way that he could do it. But love that guy to pieces.
Yeah.
Along the way, we briefly had a guy named Leon. Lee's kind of a piece of shit.
Okay.
So he's not in the band anymore.
Okay.
We have a piece of shit clause. And then we had this steady string of people that were like, I want to play in your band. And like Ryan McCatherine came out and played drums one night, and
Cool.
Mark Russell was he just wanted to play drums in the Keith Morrison band really bad, and we never did. So fuck you, Mark Russell.
Zinga.
Bazinga. I can do that because he's my roommate. And
Yeah.
he'll just beat me in my sleep.
And your business partner,
And
right?
my business partner and my heterosexual love mate. Yeah, and then who else came along? There was a bunch of people along the way. Honestly, I can't even name them all, but a bunch of people came along, and we ended up with Jesse Watts from Chicopsa.
Yeah.
When
he recorded you guys, right?
Yep, he recorded us,
Fucking
and
A.
that was the last thing that Mish did with us was we did the recording and the CD release.
Oh, okay.
And then we were like, Jesse, you're a phenomenal guitarist.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
You're familiar with the parts.
Yeah, you know how this is, and sucked him in, which is perfect. And,
electric, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's the electric guitar.
Yeah.
And then Fitzy's on drums from Caught Off Guard. Now he's in Nevertime High, and he's the Canadian drummer sometimes for Lost Kung Fu Monkeys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
Mexican pop punk band that goes on tour, and he's gone on tour with them before, and hopefully
where
he'll
did
get
they
a chance
tour?
Canada. He went all over Canada.
In a Mexican pop punk band?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
If there's
The
a guy
fucking
who
shit
just
you learned.
won life,
Yeah.
I toured all over Canada with a Mexican pop punk band. My name is Fitz. Fuck you all, I win. That was completely rad. And then
Is there Fat Jose in that band, or
I don't know. I guarantee you, I would not want to ask. Hey, which one of you is Fat Jose? Oh, I'm shot.
Jose Gra?
Man, it's a compliment. Fuck. And then Raph is our backup vocal / rapper. Not that we do the rap is really on just the one song, but it
Fuck, he goes off though.
And that was
That's
that was
awesome.
the whole point of it was Dead Neck Jim who wanted to do that. He was all over Keith like, I should rap in that part, man. You should let me rap.
Oh, yeah.
And Keith would be like, yes, just tell us when you can come to a jam and we will set that up. And Dead Neck Jim was just, oh yeah, I totally will. And so like a year later,
in Bonus.
yeah, a year later, we conned Raph, also from Caught Off Guard. He was the vocals for Caught Off Guard.
Yeah.
And just like fit. So that song, it just goes nice.
Yeah.
And so we're a 5-piece or anything.
And then he does a lot of the harmonies throughout the.
Yep.
So you got like
We kind of all do.
4 fucking part harmonies and shit.
5.
Well, yeah, 5. That's right.
The drummer even
Yeah,
sings
you
harmony.
guys. Oh, we need 5 vocal mics.
Yeah, we're not high maintenance to a
You guys
sound
better
guy.
fucking sing.
Yeah. I just want this so I can go, hey, can I get
Dude.
some more guitar in the monitor?
Exactly, pretty much. You Watch
Yeah.
that guy do one backup of 2 words throughout the whole set. And it's like, fuck. And then the fun one always too is the real Mackenzies, because they want 5 vocal mics up front.
Yeah.
And then the drummer wants one, and then they wanted 2 more because there was a guest bagpiper.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't have. So we ended up we had to take one. I was like, I only have 6 58s. Sorry, man. Like,
Yep.
I thought 6 would be enough, and then and then they're like, oh, okay. Well, and they took it from the drummer,
Yeah.
but it was funny.
Yeah,
Funny to see bands like that.
Every time there's some bands that like every time they show up, you're like, oh, I need more gear.
Yeah, totally. Oh,
Okay.
Can you bring some cables down?
Yeah, that's all right. Can you we only need 14 mics this time, and the singer really needs 2 mics.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Our girl singer, it doesn't sing very hard, so if you could turn it up really loud, she needs lots of monitor.
yeah, but she screams also.
You're like, what? Come on. Yeah. Well, and I won't. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk about rappers, but
Yeah, high
when
maintenance.
you got to rap louder than you yell at the sound guy. That's just a rule.
Absolutely.
That should be a rule.
Yeah, because if you
if
can't
you-
drown out yourself, then you're bad at this.
If you're yelling, I need more fucking monitor at the sound guy, I bet he could hear that well.
Oh yeah. Clearly you don't. You need
Yeah.
to speak louder.
I'm not saying I fucking knew what I was doing then.
What you're saying is you may not have known, but they clearly didn't know.
Yeah, it's funny. Cool, yeah. So 5-piece, yeah. Electric, and then Keith plays acoustic.
Yep.
And sings. He's the main guy, main singer, and then Jesse electric.
Yeah.
You on the stand-up.
Yep.
Fitzy on the drums.
Yeah.
And
Raph.
Backup vocalist.
Yeah.
It's good. It comes out good. I'm really starting to get you guys good too when you.
Oh yeah,
because I've mixed you so many times now.
I have to say the last few shows I've been real happy with the stage sound and no one threw anything at us. So either we're getting better or you are. And I'm not going to say that we're getting better. Yeah, we've actually never had anyone throw anything at us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never seen anybody throw anything at you.
Yeah, I think...
Because if that happened, there'd be like 5 dudes just pounding this person in the fucking ground instantly. Yeah. I would probably be one of them.
Oh, absolutely, man.
If I saw that, like some like super ignorant shit like that, I'd just like tap the sound guy and then, or the door guy, and then just jump over the board and fucking...
Yep. Feed someone their own teeth.
Yeah, throwing stuff. That happened to us at the Stetson.
Oh, yeah?
I won't go into the story again because I just told it on the last podcast.
I think I remember it.
It was with Jason Rouse. When we it was We Found the Body, Jason Rouse, and then Killiakai.
Yeah?
And after Jason Rouse, because he fucking pissed the whole crowd off, it was awesome. and some guy was all pissy, and he threw a bottle at us while we were setting up. And that was like the first night we really hung out with Mark Russell.
That is...
he was doing security there. I think it was like a beer core show or something.
I think it was.
Or like a something.
If my memory serves, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, some dude hucked a bottle.
Yeah, and fucking Wes started freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, give me the money, give me the money. He just started like, please fucking molest that guy in the ass if you fucking find it.
Yeah,
and they came right up to the front of the stage, right before we were about to hit our first notes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was me. I thought you'd think it was funny.
Clearly. What's funnier than having an object thrown at you really hard?
And then Boyko goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We kick into the song, and Mark goes, that's the guy. Fucking just buddies just getting smashed.
I remember him, Beardo throwing him, like being the one that actually got him outside and was just like, come on.
Oh, there we go. Beardo. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't meet Beardo really till years later. I didn't meet Beardo until, like, I don't know.
Beardo,
Mark Russell at the Christmas party a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he was, despite being a really easy guy to approach, he's kind of not a really easy guy to approach.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going out very much either, was he?
He didn't go out much.
The G2 even? Like,
yeah.
He
was like, if the Blind Assassins were playing, he was there because he was playing. But, you see the guy naked, and then you really don't know how to start a conversation with him.
It's just awkward for everyone.
Yeah, you're like, hey, nice penis.
Yeah.
Really like what you've done with the place,
You got a good hang going there, bro.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Sweat was a little unnerving. You might want to consider, manscaping. But all in all, good nugget.
So what's the name of the Keith Morrison album?
The one that we just we put out about a year and a half ago is Callisto.
With Jesse Watts?
Jesse Watts, our recording engineer. And we conned him and Sean Raven to do some backup vocals on it, too. So we have, like, 7 backup vocals on the CD.
And where did you guys record it at?
Jesse's basement.
Gangster.
Yep. Straight thuggin'.
Callisto, you said?
Callisto, yeah. It's one of the moons of one of the planets, Jupiter or Saturn. I can never remember which, but, yeah. Keith has a warm spot in his heart for that particular stellar object. Why, I don't know, but it's, Keith's band. He can call it whatever he wants.
Well, we might all come from there.
That's true.
Don't even know. Ancient alien theorists believe.
Yeah. Those people, clearly, they spend more time thinking about ancient aliens than they do thinking about hair care products. So. Obviously.
He's Greek. It's just easy for him.
I love those shows, the way that they'll be like, could it be that aliens are the reason Noah had an ark? Since we've established that Noah had an ark because of aliens. Wait a minute. You asked. You didn't establish. Dicks.
If you say it enough times, though, it becomes fact.
Totally Richard Gere and the Gerbil.
Awesome. Awesome. So, let's play a fucking Keith Morrison song now.
All right. I happen to have them on my phone because I'm that guy. So I'm going to play Roboco because that's the one with the rapper.
my dozen scary dreams, I break on down and try to take a breath. I run away from the fear of every single day and wonder why it has to be this way. It's not, I don't realize the things I've done to you. I'm a breaker and a sealer, oh it's true. And all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I want, from first to last, is not a blast from the past. We've got a chance to take a stance and now we're coming in fast. So fast, in fact, I fade to black and not take back my lack of tact. And now we're the back of the pack, come on.
Sit and try to rationalize the crazy things I've done. Keep on wondering how this all begun.
You know I wonder how it all begun.
And oh, Roboco, I hope you know I'm still in love with you.
Roboco,
I wish my brain just knew what to do.
I still love you.
Until those feelings start to fade away.
And I fade away.
Write my dreams and wishes in the song. Isn't it funny how we realize the crazy things keep coming true? And all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
Roboco, I love you.
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I want,
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
Roboco. And as the sun is setting on another day that got away, the only thing to say is that I'm falling apart real hard. And they'll see ought to try it again. But with the end, I'm gonna lose a load, and that's how it's been. With the thought of happy days that won't exist if this was all a play. No mistakes to take this pain away. No one I'm left with this a chance, a prayer and a hope. As life goes on, I'm not harm, but I'm playing so.
Sit and try to rationalize the crazy things I've done. Keep on wondering how this all begun.
You know I wonder how it all begun.
No, Roboco, I hope you know I'm still in love with you.
Roboco,
I wish my brain just knew what to do.
I love you.
Until those feelings start to fade away.
And I fade
I
away.
write the dreams and wishes in this song.
Got it all right here in a song, so
Isn't it funny how we realize the crazy things keep coming true? And all I wanna do is talk to you.
and all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
Roboco, I love you.
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
And all I want,
And all I wanna do is talk to you.
Roboco. With a race all done, come undone, I can't find someone to fun for one or two is better. Watching birds fly by together, so I sit and try and muster courage for another shot. But I forgot, oh I forgot, all you need I haven't got. Running stuck inside a prison that I call a mine. I got no time to try and find a doorway to the other side. Grass is green and in between my arms I've got you. Safe from harm.
Whoa. That was Roboco off the album Callisto by the Keith Morrison Band.
It was indeed.
Killer tune. That's what you were talking about. All five of you flying hard.
Yeah.
Ripping.
Doing what we do so darn well.
Throwing in some rap in there.
We're pretty, gangster.
Fuck. These people in LA, they don't know what's up.
Lethbridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they know what's up. They know what's up.
They're cool people.
They're hard as fuck down there.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with LAAB.
No, man, never. Danger Town.
I'd be pissed off too if it was that windy all the time here.
The first band I was ever in that I won't name because it was shitty, we recorded an album in Lethbridge. And we're driving up, and I've been to Lethbridge, but I never really thought about Lethbridge.
Uh-huh.
And it's so beautiful, and the sky is huge and blue, and it's a gorgeous day, and I was like, this is going to be so awesome. And we get out of the van, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this town? It was so windy the whole time, and I commented to the sound guy, and he just looked at me like, yeah?
Yeah, you noob.
Dumb.
Fuck, we got an import, folks.
Yeah. Oh, look who's a tourist.
Yeah, like even the fucking trees are like all bent.
Oh, yeah.
They're all like bent and they're like grow weird.
Yeah,
It's windy 97% of the time there.
Gnarled, angry trees for a gnarled, angry people.
Like, is that why they put the train up so high?
Probably.
Because of the wind? Holy fuck. Yeah. Well, if you've never been there, go there. It's a thing. It's neat.
It's a cool place. I played a show. I played a show there years ago with the Pindalls, and
holy fuck,
to set the tone on how long ago that was.
Oh my god!
And it was a great
broke
time.
My frontal lobe. I remember. Oh my god!
Such a fun time.
Pindalls.
Yeah.
Holy sh! I think I just had a mild stroke.
But it is getting hard in Nate's backyard. Stroke away, my friend.
I'm good. I'm back. It's okay.
Yeah. Baseball.
I thought I was smelling something funny earlier.
I knew I shouldn't have
burning
left my
tires in my
toast.
neighborhood. Oh, that's just my studio.
We just made it out of burning tires.
We are in Get Hard Studios, my 7x10 foot short bus.
That's right.
It's awesome.
Short bus, long dick.
Yeah. So, shoot me. You got any wacky tour stories?
Okay, so I do have a Keith Morrison band tour story. We haven't really done tour,
right?
So,
have you done any? Like, what's the biggest tour you've done?
For me as a musician, was the 1,000 Beer Tour with Oh Shit, Bloated Pig, Mr. Plow, and the Back Alley Boozers when I was in Bitch Kryptonite. It was a great tour. It was absolutely fun.
Bitch Kryptonite, right?
Yeah.
I remember that's breaking my brain too.
That was a fun band. Basically, a band that's whole purpose was to make fun of Mark. We originally they formed when it was like Mark of Cain and the Von Tomcats. Kind of some of the guys in that band got together and they're like, let's form a band. And they're like, yeah, we'll call it Von Cain, which seemed like a really good idea at the time, but actually is a stupid name for a band. And
yep.
They when the guy from the Von Tomcats left, they were like, do you want to play bass? And I'm sure.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything. And finally we were like, let's just play a show and then we'll be done. And we played one show as Von Cain, and it was genuinely awful. And then Mark comes up like 2 months later, and he's like, I want to get you guys on the bill. And we're like, oh
shit, we got to get back together.
Okay. So we began, that show was the first of our shows as Bitch Kryptonite.
Okay.
Because the night before, we came up with the name, because Von Cain was stupid. Yeah. And we made it a policy that we would only ever jam the day before or the day of a show, but not both. And so we were exactly as good as that sounds.
Right.
But it was a lot of
interesting
fun.
Strategy.
Yeah, it was all about just being a sloppy punk band. So the day of the show, we finally have our first jam. And we had kept talking in like bad English accents the whole time we were jamming and thought it was hilarious. And we were like, we should totally just do this tonight. And then I was ripping on the Calgary Beer Corps, and we came up with this whole shtick about being the London Lager League, and how we were going to wear like sweaters knotted around our necks and just look like British toffs, and then play loud ass fucking punk rock. And so we went on tour, and the best night was Innisfail. We're driving to Innisfail, and I was in the car with the guys from Bitch Kryptonite, and Freud was driving. And Freud keeps saying to me, Jim, you are not ready for Innisfail. And I'm like, early 30s. I'm like, really, dude? Like, I haven't seen my share of fucking crazy times. I'm not ready. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm not ready for Innisfail. I was not ready for Innisfail. We got there like 2 PM, and the words double gin Caesars with pickles kept coming out of my face. And so like 7 o'clock, and we're just like loser pissed. Like the kind of drunk that embarrasses me on a night where I don't need to be on stage. And this is 7 o'clock at night.
That's funny.
And I look over, and my drummer, Ty Durgasov, is like up against the wall, passed out. And I go, Ty.
Fuck, he was in that band. Wild.
Yeah, Ty, Aaron from Mark of Cain, and me. And then we brought in Fergie from the Conniving Cadavers to play guitar.
Huh.
But he actually broke an arm right before we went on tour, so he couldn't come. Or no, he didn't break. I don't remember. He couldn't go on tour anyways. Fuck him. Love you, Fergie. But anyway, so like 7 o'clock at night, I look over. There's Ty just like passed out against the wall, and I go, dude, we have to play in like 3 hours. And he's just the only thing I remember from that set, the only moment that is in my head is at one point we're on stage at the zoo, and I turn my head, and there's a woman who lives in Innisfail named Violet. She is 68 years young at the time, and she was on stage in an oh shit t-shirt dancing.
Nice.
That is not something you can be prepared for.
And not something you can forget either.
Oh, no. Through all the alcohol haze. And I mean, we called it the 1,000 Beer Tour because between those bands, we crushed 1,000 Luckies that were bought at liquor stores. That doesn't include bar tabs. That doesn't include anything other than the 1,000 Lucky Loggers we drank. It was basically one big bad
livers,
drunk.
Man. Oh, God, treat yourselves. Go up a notch, man. Come on.
Are you kidding?
Just a notch.
It's in the name, man. It's Lucky.
That was funny. We were at the liquor store before the podcast night, and you're like, oh, Lucky's? I'm like, oh, man, like, I'll throw in extra money. Like, come on, can we just... And so we settled on Kokanees. That's what we're drinking tonight, everybody.
That's right. Podcast brought to you by Kokanee.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Fuck those people.
Yeah, it's taken away to you by Kokanee.
Yeah. Getting steadily worse.
Yeah,
Thanks to Kokanee.
I need a sponsor, so if you...
Yeah.
Kokanee, hit me up. Get your shit together.
We'll stop shit-talking you if you give us money.
Yeah.
Fucking
I just
Kokanee.
get a letter that's like, cease and desist. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But Keith and I did go. We played a couple shows out of town.
Hold on. I have a question about the last story still.
Okay, go ahead.
So there was how many bands on this tour?
If you include Mr. Plow, who's not really a band, 5 bands.
And how many dates did you guys do?
4.
Oh, 4 dates. Okay.
Wasn't a huge tour.
So it was like Calgary, Edmonton,
Red Deer, and Innisfail.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's 250 Luckies a night.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if it was like a 30-day tour, then that would be less impressive. 1,000 beers over 30. We each had like 2. No, and Mr. Plow doesn't drink.
We had 2 a day, the suggested partying maximum by Health Canada.
Yeah, our representative of the Alberta health system that came with us on tour really thought we overdid it. No, it was so bad. When we played Edmonton, we played Deviate, and we were upstairs crashing, and whoever it was, the woman that ran Deviate before, let us all crash, and then she had like all these futons set up, and at like 6 a.m, so it goes like from the end of the wall, there's like Ty Durgasov, me, oh shit Jim, and then the boozers, and like 6 a.m. one of the boozers just bolts up in bed and then runs and like pinballs out the door and runs. And we're like, what the fuck? Because it woke up, oh shit, Jim and I. And he's like, what the Oh, pissed the bed.
Yeah.
Oh. So that was a good moment for him.
The tour is the only time you really ever see people piss themselves.
That's true.
Like
Tour
Killy
or
played,
like high school grad.
Killy played out in Canmore, and there was a couple. We did one with Caveat in particular. It had to be a long time ago because it was just after the smoking ban, and I was like being a fucking asshole, and I was smoking in the party room.
Yeah.
But somebody totally just slept pissed, like passed out drunk pissed somewhere. And then I remember later I went into this other room, and Porteous was passed out sitting up. He hadn't pissed himself or anything, but I'm like, hey man, how's it going? And he's just passed out sitting up, and then he just takes his beer and pours it right on his chest. And I'm like, wow, this is a good one. You know, you're like, shit. It's
cool.
8:30 in the morning. They want us to leave now.
Yeah,
you know, like they've gotten complaints all night from people staying in their hotel that they gave us free rooms for.
That is the thing about like when they want you to leave a place when you're the band.
Yeah,
like when you're playing a bar.
They probably pissed in our breakfast the next day. I bet you anything.
Yeah.
They're like, be assholes to these guys.
Just rub it on your balls.
Yeah.
Special burrito.
Chop up some pubes.
And you know what? That's where you get your protein onto it. Pube salad.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But no, like when you're playing a venue and it's like 3 a.m. and they're saying, okay, it's time for you to leave. Nothing makes me more unhappy and sometimes belligerent, Because in my head, and this is totally bullshit entitlement, and I get that, and I know that I'm the problem here.
Well, and you were a bouncer, and you've had to throw those guys out,
and that doesn't bother me at all. That dichotomy,
like,
I could give two shits. Yeah. I hear where you're coming from. Fuck you and get out of my way. I'm still drinking. I remember one night we were after one gig at a venue in town. I won't name them because I don't think we were entirely legal. We dragged the people that owned the bar outside. Not dragged them like this is going to be a violent story. We dragged them outside at the end of the night and had a case of beer, and we're all drinking. And one of them just kept throwing their empties in the parking lot, and it was like one of the owners. So I felt good about that because like we were not the worst people there. It was the people that owned the bar that were way worse than us, and the cops didn't come.
Perfect.
Totally. But Keith and I did play. We played the Mead Hall.
Oh yeah,
which is
I remember in Edmonton.
A very I don't think it's still around. I think it's been going for a long time.
Yeah, it's shut down now because wasn't it the studio for a while?
I think so. Yeah,
it was the Mead Hall, and then it was the studio, and then
we played there, and it was back when it was just Keith and I.
Oh yeah,
and we really liked it. Like we walked in, and it was like they were doing folky rock and roll nights on a Sunday, which was clearly not their bread and butter, but it was it was very cool that they were doing that.
Well, they're out of the way in Edmonton, and it was hard to get people there, man.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But they had the wall of cymbals. And Keith and I were like, you know what sucks is we play in a band without a drummer. Like, we'll never break a cymbal and be able to give it to a bar. So I went up to the bar and I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen, a Sharpie, and I drew a broken cymbal and we autographed it and they put it on the wall. I thought that was pretty cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
So was that your Keith Morrison tour story?
That's the big Keith Morrison tour story.
Oh, okay, wild. Yeah. Fucking hookers and blow, you guys.
You bet, man.
Holy
you
fuck.
This is the PG-13 version of this podcast. In the NC-17 version, I actually talk about the time when we went on tour and
this podcast is not PG-13.
It's okay. I don't have any stories.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. They don't need to know that, man. God damn it.
Kayaktis played there, and it was when like we were new. Nobody really knew us, and there was like 4 people there. But then I won't say who it is, but a friend of ours came, and I don't agree with this, but it happened. They come ripping in, like driving like fucking Magnum PI, okay? And then my buddy gets out and he's wasted and he's just like, hey man, fuck, it's good. And he raged hard as fuck and then he left. I was like, holy fuck, this fucking Edmonton town is crazy, man. Holy fuck. You only pull one guy, but Jesus Christ, he's hard as fuck, this dude.
Hell yeah, man. When I was in Johnny Incognito, we played a show at the Rendezvous.
Right, yeah, and, another hard, like that fucking,
hard as fuck.
So good, man, so good there.
Dirty, awesome stage, stage.
Great stage, yeah.
So we show up.
Cool owners, too.
Yeah, everything about that place was awesome, actually.
Yeah.
We showed up, and we knew it was going to be a throwaway night, because the 2 bands that we were playing with were good, but they were like 2 grindcore bands made up of the same people, with the same 6 friends that came to the show. Mm-hmm. And to outdo them, we had one friend.
Keith Morrison?
No. This is Johnny Incognito.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry.
And so we go all the way up to the Rendezvous, and we decided, like, when we talked about it as a band, we're like, okay, we're going to play a show in Edmonton, and it's going to be a complete loser.
Yeah.
And we nailed it. Nailed that. At the end of the night, Calvin comes up with his envelope for us, and he hands it to me, and he's like, I'm really sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. And I open it up and there's $38 in there, and I was like, that's like $8 more than I was thinking we were going to get tonight, because there was nobody here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, he as well, he's like not down on white.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing his best. He's not as far out as that the studio or the mead hall was.
Yeah.
That was in like a wacky industrial section, northeast, like way...
Yeah,
Edmonton, way out there, like 149th Street and 119th Avenue. You know,
it was like a shitty industrial slum.
Yeah, which, I mean, this is Alberta. It has Abu Dhabi style fucking real estate prices. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's, you know, with guy, you know, everywhere. I don't have a bar. You know,
Yeah.
so like, good for them on trying
Yep.
and giving a venue to everybody, because that's what both those places are. And thank you very much. I mean, we can fucking call you up and go, hey man, we need a gig. Like, is that cool? And fuck yeah. You
Yep.
know, it's always fuck yeah. I've never at the Rendezvous. It was always every single time I've asked for a gig there. Yeah, sure. Does this date work? Yeah, fuck yeah. Like that, you know. There, that says a lot. And I remember fucking what, I can't remember which band it was, but it was Kiliakai or Kaioctus. And
Something with a K.
Yeah, something with a bunch of K's in it. And we played at the Rendezvous, and Calvin did the same kind of thing. But instead, like, the show wasn't too bad, so everybody, you know, got 60, whatever it was. Doesn't matter how much. Can't remember how much fucking money we got. Who cares? But he's like, these are called church burners, and he made all these shots in an upside down cross, and it was and he lit them all on fire. And it was fucking amazing. Okay, and I'm just like, whoa, and I can't remember who it was, thankfully, but somebody came in and knocked the fucking tray over. Dude, there had to be 18 fucking shots on this thing on fire.
Brutal.
Yeah, it was like, you know, if you can't handle your liquor, just stay at home, man.
Time to
You
stay
know,
home,
like,
yeah.
If you're not an adult,
Totally.
like, get your shit together. I remember Calvin, I was just like, that was so lame. Like, you know, like sorry, and not a great story really either, I guess, but like, it was just like, fuck, when the height of lame happens, he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's so dumb.
When we were in Edmonton for the 1,000 Beer Tour, there was
Somebody was too excited, is my point.
exactly.
Just settle down, everybody.
There was a girl there, and I think she was friends with Bloated Pig. And she was like, the minute that the doors opened, she was there, and she was walking like a just born fawn. You know, her legs, I don't know what she'd been doing all day, but her legs were already like completely unstable. And we would just watch. We're like, you know, me and the bitch Kryptonite guys are like, holy shit, it's gonna happen. Wait, 5, 4, 3. Oh, she found a lamppost to lean against. Okay, she's okay. She's okay. She's okay. So this chick decided at some point that she was in love with Mr. Plow.
Okay.
And he's on stage playing, and she like plops her ass on the stage right in front of him, and she's like, you know, looking up in that way that people do that is completely uncomfortable, but in that drunken moment you think you were the sexiest thing ever. And she's eyeball fucking him like,
I don't
there's
know
no
it, but
tomorrow.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I've had it done to me a time or two, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Freud.
Back before I met my wife. It happened all the time.
Exactly. Now I always say, excuse me, ma'am, I am married, and I appreciate your attentions, but please, maybe you could look at Che. So anyways, she's doing this, and Plow is a sarcastic fuck. I don't know if anyone in podcast
Che's
land...
taken 2, by the way, ladies. Sorry, continue.
There's a woman on her. I mean, yeah, Che's taken. Just kidding. I love you, Che. But yeah, so Plow's he's a sarcastic fuck, and he's you know, bitter and grizzled by time. He's kind of a lot like me. He's playing, and he sees this, and he knows what this is. So he stops, and he's like, okay, I'm going to dedicate this next song to this lovely lady who came all the way out to the show tonight. You know, she's wonderful. And he sings, just because you want to fuck me doesn't mean I want to fuck you. And she got so irate. She got up and, like, angry, recently born fawn walked, like, stormed out of the bar and ended up passing out in the back of Bloated Pig's van. Like, you know, like,
Whoa!
yeah, that was it for the night for her.
Oh,
She
well.
was
At
gone.
least she got laid.
Yeah, exactly. She fucked herself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, that was
Crazy.
fun.
That's, well, 250 beers a night will do it.
Yeah. And again, just the lucky lager.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And then your double pickle, whatever, Caesars.
Double
you're
gin
talking.
Caesars with pickles.
Hey,
and-
you know what? The rest of the world, you need to get your shit together and fucking make a Caesar, okay? You need to petition the Canadian government so you can import Clamato juice instead of just tomato juice. Nobody else in the world has fucking Clamato. Get your shit together. It's fucking awesome. And then a Caesar has vodka, right?
I think it's vodka.
Vodka or gin, yeah.
Yeah.
Vodka or gin. and then
It's
we do
like a Bloody Mary.
It's well, we got to all forget about the blood. See, the Americans are hung up on the Bloody Mary. They need to let go of the Bloody Mary.
Yeah. If you're
That was a
in the
bitch
States
queen
right
that
now,
killed England. Like,
if you're in the
just leave
States
her
right
alone.
now and you're thinking about Bloody Marys and thinking that maybe you guys know some shit, you don't. You're wrong.
You
get
don't.
some clam.
Some clam.
Figure this shit out.
You get some clam. You get some high-end vodka.
Yeah.
Or gin, and then you get some Worcestershire sauce.
Yep. Worcester.
And you get
Tabasco.
a little. You throw a little bit of Tabasco in there. Some people like to throw a little. This is when it gets crazy. So that then you
You have to salt the glass.
You salt the glass with celery salt.
Yep.
And you garnish with celery or asparagus. See, so
Yeah.
there's your standard. Now it gets crazy from there. I've seen people putting fucking grilled cheese sandwiches in these fucking things to garnish
yeah,
it.
man.
It's crazy.
Distillery
Olives,
One.
whatever.
Distillery One, they had the bacon-infused vodka that they made, and they were making BL teasers.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, and HP sauce people have been
Yep.
putting in. That's nuts, too.
That's not what Jesus would do.
What? Okay. I thought you were an atheist. Get off my
Hardcore
bus.
atheist, but you know what? Even in a book, you wouldn't do that.
So, yeah, now you can get crazy. They put, like, not celery, but what do they garnish it with some other times?
Like pickled asparagus and
pickled
shit.
asparagus.
As
and,
soon as people
so
started
good.
pickling shit besides pickles, they were like, we should put this in alcohol.
Oh, man, they're so good. You have two
yeah.
of those to start your shit off. The Worcestershire, oh my God, it just kicks it through the fucking roof. It's amazing. So, America, get your shit together and start making Caesars. And
Absolutely.
rejuvenate your bar industry.
Yeah.
Like
The minute
John
that you taste
Taffer.
one.
John Taffer, get your shit together.
Yeah.
How is it that John Taffer's not brought the Caesar to fucking America?
I think
Are
it's
you
because
kidding me?
he's keeping it for us.
John Taffer, you owe me money. Do this and send me money. You need to bring the Caesar to fucking America because
Yeah.
it'll be huge.
You do one bar called the Caesar Bar, and all of a sudden it'll be Flaming Moe's, man. Everyone will be craving that shit.
You're welcome, John Taffer.
Do you want Aerosmith to hang out with you?
I'm going to make a note
Bring
to
the
tag
Caesar.
John Taffer in this episode. I'm bar rescuing John Taffer.
I can't wait to see that episode too. Yeah, my buddy Big Nate from.
Well, dude, if fucking Doug Stanhope shit talked John Taffer in something in England, like they asked him to do on the BBC or something, and he fucking brought him on the show.
Nice.
Wouldn't that be so funny? I've been trying to catch that clip. I keep missing it, and Spike won't. It doesn't allow rights to Canada to watch its shit on the internet. Fuck, Spike, get your shit together.
Spike, Comedy Central, any of you American stations that are like, we just don't really want Canadians to watch our content.
Yeah, what is
Fuck you.
up with that? Like the album comes out 6 months later. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like there's no more mail. Okay. Like,
Yeah, it's not
instant.
difficult.
Everything's instant. So fuck off. Like,
Yeah. We spell
Ridiculous.
iTunes with 2 O's, eh? iTunes.
Well, it turns out that because of Quebec, it all has to be converted into French, and then that's why. And they're like, fuck off.
Yeah, that
You can.
kinda-
Google has a translate app.
yeah. If Google can translate
Like-
it quicker than fucking
That again is instant.
yeah, RCA needs to get that shit together. All
Yeah.
the record companies, everything, all of that's the language laws and everything. That's just like fuck off and give us music.
Sounds like the government's
Give us
failing.
TV.
Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna officially end the podcast right now. I think this podcast is brought to you by Big Nate Productions. Go there, listen to this. BigNateProductions.com. Go there, listen to this, do all the things. This podcast is brought to you by Calgary Metalfest. Go to CalgaryMetalfest.com. Do all the things. Buy all the shit. $60 for 4 days of metal. Is that okay? Is that okay with you?
4 days of kick-ass metal,
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
not your grandma's metal.
Not your, yeah. If you don't know these bands, it's because of your own ignorance, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you should see them because they're all fucking talented as fuck. So I want to thank all of them for being on it and playing. It's much appreciated. And all the bands that have ever played. Last year, there was lots of bands that did me a hardcore favor and said, don't worry about our wage, Nate. And they saved my fucking ass. So you know who you are, and thank you very much. They're not all zingers, folks. If you want to promote shit, start your own promotion company. Tell everybody else how it's better. But at bignateproductions.com, you can do whatever you want. I'll book your show. I'll record your band. I'll mix your live sound. I'll fucking do it all.
He'll record your show.
I'll record your show. I'll book the show, record the show, and fucking put it on a CD for you.
Yep. And for $20,
talk.
that's a hell of a deal. Okay, maybe
Jim
not $20.
is not my agent and does not represent the... Jim Martin does not represent the thoughts and...
The views and opinions expressed by this moron do not necessarily...
So we might get more harder. Oh, also, I'm ridiculous. RightHookMics.com. Go there, get your shit together, start singing, buy a mic.
Amazing microphones. They are
they're cool.
They're beautiful and they're really good.
Dude, this podcast sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's fans in the background. We're smoking and drinking and spitting. And I'm speaking through a Shure SM7, which is a fucking broadcast standard mic.
Yep.
And these mics sound just as fucking good. It's crazy.
Totally.
Like they're right up there with it, and it's nuts, man.
And there's
It's
a bit of a price point difference. These are way cheaper.
Like a 25% of price point difference. So, anyways, start your own podcast and go buy fucking 19 big Right Hook mics.
Absolutely, man.
Fucking A. RightHookMics.com. Thanks a lot, James, for being my first sponsor. You're hard as fuck. Go to X's for Eyes. They're playing. They're on tour right now. They just got fucked over. The winter fucked them in Brandon. So look up X's, EXES, 4 Eyes, FOREYES.com and go to all their fucking shows because they're actually doing things with themselves and music. It's fucking
absolutely
awesome. And go buy their album for $1 at xsfries.com. They're trying to sell 1 million of them. They've sold about 15,000. How's that, eh?
That's a lot better than I've ever done.
Yeah, I've never sold 15,000 records either.
I think I've sold 15.
The government says that it doesn't matter, or whatever it is, business, government, whatever it is, thing.
Fuck those
says
people.
that you have to sell your record for $3.49 for it to count as a sale.
You know what? Seriously, right now,
But they've sold 15,000.
Yeah. All that matters. Access for Eyes came up with an idea to promote their music and to do it in a way that's not going to like gouge John Q. Public.
Yeah.
Now, if they'd sold it for $3.49, I don't think anyone would be like, "Wow, you guys are jerks." Could have been $1.
No.
But they sold it for $1, and who gives one fuck what some guy in a suit says? Hey, no, that doesn't count as a record sale because it's clearly not.
Of course they're going to hate it.
Cents.
Of course they're going to hate it, right? You know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I would hate it if some guy went up to Dickens and was like, "I'll mix all these shows for $1.50." You know, I'd be like,
Totally.
"Fuck you, man! I'm going to kill you."
But it's not like they're releasing that guy's copyright-owned music, right? This is them doing their thing with their stuff.
Well, that's what they explain, right?
Yeah.
Is that they cut everybody out, and they even cut the manufacturing house out.
Totally.
So if you want their digital record, you can buy it for $1.
I think it's a brilliant idea, and I think anyone that, you know, wears a suit and goes, "No, that's just fuck you."
Well, the dinosaurs are dying.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, all this and more on the possibly extended version of this podcast. We don't know. We'll make the decision. We're gonna go. We're gonna think about it while we're peeing, and we may or may not come back. So
We'll talk about it while we're peeing.
yes, and looking at each other in the eyes intensely.
By the way, just so you know, my left hand is kind of calloused. I play bass.
We're all part of the great circle jerk, my friend.
Absolutely. The circle jerk of life.
That's what they were referring to in the Lion King.
Totally,
weren't they?
man. That's the subtext, right?
Yeah,
They don't want the kids to know about it.
Circle jerk of life.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
Rub that shit.
Bumblebee tuna. So, Jim, thank you for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
It's my pleasure.
We should play another tune.
Okay, we can do that.
What would this one be called?
Well, I'll give you some choices because it's all about choices. Actually, no, I'm not. Fuck you. We're going to play November because it's the fastest of the Keith Morrison band songs, and it's a bunch of fun. So we're going to play that one.
Fucking A. So go to righthookmics.com, bignateproductions.com, calgarymetalfest.com, and if you want to listen after, we'll probably do more. Peace.
Sometimes I never smile, I never smile, I never smile. Sometimes I never smile, I never smile, I never smile. This is another story about love, love. This is another story about love, love. I'm wasted. There once was a man, he was a happy man. There once was a girl, she lived with 2 cats. They fell in love and lived happy ever after. They lived in love until they died. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. At night, see you smile. At night, you hold me tight. Happy birthday to you. At night, just hold me tight. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. Sometimes I never smile, I never smile, I never smile. Sometimes I never smile, I never smile, I never smile. This is another story about love, love. This is another story about love, love. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. At night, see you smile. At night, you hold me tight. Happy birthday to you. At night, just hold me tight. I'm wasted. I'm wasted.
We're back. That was November. Or for you English people, November. By the Keith Morrison Band. Off their album, Callisto. Go fucking buy it somewhere. Look it up. You can Google all that now.
You can Google.
Yeah.
I know you can do it.
Let me get the interrogation light off here.
I wanted to say,
This is the
Nate.
part where we grill you.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you so much for having me on the podcast. And also,
cheers.
when we peed, I got to tell you, you are a good shaker. You were not firm.
Thank you.
You were gentle, but not too gentle, not uncomfortable gentle.
That's
Good technique. Seriously, if you get the opportunity out there in podcast land to get a good shake from Big Nate here at Gettin' Hard in Big Nate's backyard.
everybody fucks the name up. So
I always say
fast.
Big Nate. It's you're
awesome.
Big Nate.
It's awesome. Yeah, well, you don't have to wash your hands if you got a good shake technique.
And that's exactly right.
Sorry, Jim.
I normally do windmills, but we could just come right back because that's.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Oh, shit. Is there any CBC shows coming up?
Yeah, we've got so April 30th, which is a Thursday. We're doing a show at Dickens, and it's actually called Last Hole Bingo. The Thrashin' Lassies from the Calgary Roller Derby Association.
Okay.
It's a fundraiser for their team, so
Cool.
they're going to do bingo, and we're going to have some bands, and I'm going to host the whole thing. So it'll be fun.
Okay, cool.
And I know there's a show on Saturday night, this Saturday, Citizen Rage. It's not a beer core show, but
Yeah, go to it.
Go to it anyway. Citizen Rage is playing with Fuckboy and some other people. It's Emmy's birthday, I think. And
Yeah, I had to get some. I'm gonna be somewhere else, unfortunately, but I was commissioned. So
you were commissioned. Yeah. Can't argue your commissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, awesome. Cool.
And, we've got a bunch of stuff that's in the hopper.
So CBC, CalgaryBeerCore.com, right?
Yeah.
You can go there.
You can
And
go there.
go to calgarybeercore.com and check all that out.
And make sure you like us and follow us on Facebook, the Calgary Beer Corps Facebook page. We don't just hype our own shit. We talk about all the bands that we work with, bands in Calgary, even bands that we maybe haven't worked with before, but that, you know, are doing things that we think are cool. We'll just share that shit.
Yeah. Cool. So can you explain your relation with roller derby?
Yeah. So many years ago, I went to roller derby with Kristen Semchuk from BDFM.
Okay, yeah.
And it was a night where we went to a wine tasting, and then we went to this roller derby thing. That
sounds like fun.
There's a good story there. So we grabbed this one. It was red wine because that's all we were drinking. It was red wine. The guy pours it for us, and we take a sip, and I go, "That tastes like dill pickle potato chips, like exactly like dill pickle potato chips." And Kristen goes, "Fuck, it does." And we go back up to the guy, and we're like, "That one tasted like dill pickle potato chips." He goes, Okay. Try this one." And he gives us this, and we walk away, and we take a sip, and we instantly look at each other, like we lock eyes. It tasted like weed. And we're like, what? So we immediately turn around, and he's like, I know, right? Oh my God. I knew you guys would get it. Because clearly we're the only people in the fucking room that are like tattooed and scary looking.
Right.
And he went to great lengths to explain that. In fact, he had been to the place in France where they grow the grapes, and there's no weed, but it totally tastes like weed. It was
Holy
weed wine.
fuck,
It's the best
Wild.
wine ever.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Maybe that's where Jesus is buried.
it's really
Tastes like weed. Yeah. It's one field of grapes.
Blood of Christ, the toke of the gods. So after that, we ended up going to this roller derby, and I'd never seen it before. I had no idea what's happening. And midway through, they actually had, like, called us out and like, you know, hey, everyone sponsors Calgary Beer Corps. I was not aware that we were sponsoring them, but it was cool.
The wine tasting?
No, the
Okay.
roller derby. Sorry.
Okay.
I may have
Sorry.
segued there.
Yeah.
So
I'm listening.
I talk quickly. It's okay. So we ended up had a great time. Didn't have a clue what was happening,
Yeah.
but had a great time. And because of that, and because of that relationship, I started chatting with Hissit Fit, who was one of the heads of the league at the time.
Okay.
And we conned them into doing things like they came out and presented some awards, Beer Corps Awards, and we ended up developing this relationship. And Newsboy used to be their commentator,
Okay.
along with Dick Pounder, who was the main guy. And Newsboy had to quit.
Clever name.
Totally is. Now he's Dictaphone because it's way better for, you know, kids.
Taking that show on the road. to all the
Absolutely,
fucking-
man. Well, he just
All
actually,
the elementary schools.
He just did the World Cup in Dallas.
Wow.
He announced the World Cup along with a
Holy
bunch of
shit.
other- yeah.
See, I have no
You're not
depth
on the
perception
on the, yeah.
on this subject. So.
It's cool. I'll
Thank
help
you.
you. I'll help
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So yeah, Hissit was like, you should come out and announce with him. And I was like, yeah, fuck, I announce all the time. I host shows and I have married people and I have all kinds of cool shit. No problem. I get there and I'm like, yeah, this is easy. And they hand me a microphone and I immediately was like, they're skating really fast in circles. I don't know what's happening. But they didn't hate me, so they asked me back, and it's been, I don't know how many years, but it's been several years that I've been announcing for them, and
Awesome.
yeah, it's a bunch of fun.
Yeah. They're hard as fuck, eh?
Absolutely.
I remember
man.
we went to one you invited me to, like when I just kind of didn't we go together? My wife and I didn't. We go to at the Curry Barracks.
Yep.
Yeah. And funny story. I went to high school in Quebec for a couple years, and I went to an English school in Quebec.
With a name like Reno.
My dad's from there, and I took a bus like an hour and a half each way to go to this stupid English school. I should have just went to the French school down the street and gotten it over with. That's kind of my only life regret. But then, so I went to high school in Lachute, Quebec, or Lachute.
La Poupchute. La Poupchute.
Dans la Laurentide. And one of my friends from Lachute ended up getting into roller derby in Montreal, and they're on the new skids on the block.
Right on.
Which is like, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe the best roller derby team of all time.
I would say one of, but they're definitely
Really?
yeah.
Oh, would you? 'Cause
There's some really great teams right now.
that's who we went to watch.
Yeah.
That's right. She was in, and they stayed at our place and shit. It was fucking awesome.
Right on.
Yeah. It
Now
was cool to connect with an old friend. Be like, hey, we're in town. Fuck it. You're in Calgary? Yeah, fuck yeah. Come on over.
Totally new skid on the block.
And then there was another time where I remember, I won't say what team, but they were from America, and they were at the D. And I remember this one chick on the roller derby team was like, I snuck some hash in my tampons. And I was like, that's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Like, we're post 9/11 and you're pulling that shit off? Fuck, good for you. Mm-hmm. Again, I won't name the team, but you're hard as fuck and you know who you are.
Absolutely. That reminds me of a story. A friend of mine, I won't say his name, but you know him. He was an owner of a bar that you once worked at, and
Okay.
yeah, skinny guy.
Right. Okay.
So he decided that he was coming home. I think he was coming home from Amsterdam or something like this, and he had weed. And he hadn't even, it wasn't that he was trying to bring weed home. He just had weed on him and
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
thinking.
in his bag somewhere by accident.
And again, post 9/11, goes to get on the plane, and he's like in the security line. He realizes, I have weed.
Oh, no.
And he palmed it and made it through security.
Holy
So for the kids
fuck.
listening at home,
That's legendary shit. Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying do that.
You just told the border, so that's never there. Open your hands,
Yeah.
please. That's
Yeah.
what they're gonna do now.
Yeah, I'd say put it in your shoe, but shoe bombers, no,
Yeah,
just
no.
put it in your hand. That's the last place
Don't
they'll
even
look.
try, and then just be able to go anywhere.
Totally.
Like,
as much fun
that's
as a TSA interrogation would be.
It's like Judge Judy says: if you don't lie, you don't have to have a good memory.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, just be a normal fucking person and you're fine. Everything's good.
Absolutely.
It's like, don't go to the bar looking for, in your tap out shirt looking for a fight. Like shit like that. It's like, what? You have to explain this to people? We don't. We're not. But,
Yeah.
it's, to me, it's common sense, kind of. Like, with me and all that shit, I'm a giant. So they see me when I fucking park my car.
Yep.
I park my car and they're like, oh my God, Mongoloid's here. And they have a fucking camera on me because they're like,
Yep.
oh my God, it's going to take like 9 guys to take this asshole down and all this shit. So I don't ever fuck around with any of that.
I don't even
make
go to
sure
those
that-
bars.
Like, I detail my car before I go across the border.
Yep.
Like, I do a very intense detailing. Mm-hmm. It's just how it and we don't, it's just, it's everything, just in case something, and it's been good. We've done that a couple times because it was like, what the fuck? How'd that roach get there? You're like,
Yep.
I don't remember that night. What the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
Like, who's planting roaches in our van?
It's
What
the roach
fuck is
fairy.
going on? And why isn't that weird place?
Yep.
Really? So, anyways, I vacuum my shit out so nobody's got fuck all on me because
It's the right thing to do,
fuck
man.
all on you, you're fucking good to go.
Absolutely.
Supposedly.
Now, when I was coming back from Amsterdam, so I went to Amsterdam specifically to smoke weed. I'm not a big weed smoker, but I mean, like, my buddy wanted to go to Amsterdam, and I was like, yes, I'm going to go because I can sit in a cafe in the patio of a cafe and smoke a joint and drink a beer, and the cops will walk right by me. And they did, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't smoke a lot of weed, but that was cool, and it was totally worth doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm on my way back, and it's like 2 a.m. when I land, and the little security people look at my stuff, and they swab, and they immediately, they huddle, and they're, whispering to themselves. And one of them comes over real sheepishly, and he's like, sir, and I go, let me guess, you found traces of THC. And he's like, yeah. I was in fucking Amsterdam. What do you think you're gonna find?
If you rub up against a wall, you have THC on your clothes.
More importantly, I didn't go there for the architecture.
You know, I went there to smoke weed. I smoked weed, and now I'm coming home.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Be
Is this
glad that I,
Dubai?
yeah.
Is it, if it's in my blood, are you going to cut my hand off or what?
Yeah, totally. And the guy's like, well, did you bring any back with you? No. Yeah, like, this is my first time in a post 9/11 world with security people. Oh, I got a way cooler story though. This is pre 9/11.
Oh, gangster.
My first, because I'm a nerd, right? We already established business analyst. At the time, I was a computer programmer, and I had a conference that I was going to. It was my first conference, Web Design 99 in Denver, Colorado.
Nice.
It was super awesome. And there's like I could go on for hours about how awesome that trip was and the cool people I met. But on my way there, the security guys were like, because I had a laptop with me, they're like, "Could you open that up, please?" So yeah, okay, right. And I opened it up, and they're like, "Can you sign in, please?" Yes. And they start like poking around my laptop.
Yeah, man.
And I was like,
They're looking for child porn.
Yeah, and I was like, "What are you looking for?" And they go, "Child porn."
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you so much for looking at me and going, there's our child pornographer of the day.
Look at this guy over here.
Clearly.
This guy.
If someone
he's
here
wearing
has
plaid.
pictures of children in compromising positions, it's that guy.
Maybe it's the plaid.
It probably is.
It
probably.
could be.
They
That
thought I was a
might be-
lesbian. So anyways,
Or a grunger.
So they start talking as they're, violating my rights. And they're like, hey,
Oh, interesting.
what are you doing with a laptop on a plane? And I was like, well, I know this never happens. No one's ever brought a laptop on a plane before, but I'm going to this conference. And they're like, oh, you're a computer guy. And I said, yeah. And they go, well, let me ask you a question. How would you go about hiding child pornography from us? Like if you had to transmit it across the border?
What
Like this
the
is a conversation I have had.
Holy
In
I
my
can't
life.
believe they haven't pulled that off with me and my giant forehead.
Yeah, it's I'm stunned too. But they're like, so how would you do this? How would you smuggle child pornography? And I was like, really? You're asking me this? As a computer professional, I don't know. I might email it. And they're like, well, pretend you couldn't. And I go, oh. You mean in a world where there's no internet, and I had to physically take a laptop full of pictures of people diddling children across the border. There's no other possible way. How would I do it? I would probably zip them all up. I would rename that file win32 sys.dll, and you would never fucking find it. And they go, well, how will we search for that? You wouldn't. I just told you. I would do it in a way that you couldn't find because I have a modicum of understanding of the way that computers work,
And you don't.
and you clearly do not.
You're asking me to train you right now.
Yeah. Like let's $30 an hour, man. No problem.
Yeah, totally. Fuck, I'm sending you my invoice, bitch.
Totally. I was really like, it was funny because it's surreal. It's that moment where like you just called me a child pornographer and a trafficker of child pornography,
Like,
and now
that's-
you're like asking for tips.
Well, that's what's really wild about that organization. Mm-hmm. Is that the amount of power they have is really fucked up.
With no responsibility or thought.
And if you fuck up, they can fucking throw you in the brig. Man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like if they would have caught you with that shit, well, I wish.
Yeah, thanks.
No, but that's
Reliving
that's why they've given them that much power. I think so that if they find a child pornographer, it's like fucking you're in. You fuck you.
Yeah,
you know?
you are in.
You
a
would like
world
to
of shame.
think. You would like to think that they are there actually to protect us, and I mean that's hopefully they are. Like again, I keep my fucking nose clean and everything's good, right? Like they didn't have shit on you.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? And that's the thing.
They just wanted free training.
Yeah, I knew that they were outside the realm. This is pre-Patriot Act, so they were outside the realm of what was okay.
Pre-Patriot Act, my dad, like I moved here because when I was born in Mission, BC, my mother's from Silverton, Oregon.
Yeah.
And it's like, she's like, we're moving back to Oregon. And my dad's like, oh, okay. So it's like, oh, hi, hello, we are RCMP, this is Border. What are you doing? Oh, we're going to buy some cigarettes.
Yeah.
So, and then 13 years later, they were like, "You leave our country." So then we moved back to Mission, BC, where I was born. And then I moved to Quebec later, and blah blah blah.
And if you're on the podcast and you're listening and you are from either the TSA or the mountains,
they know this. They know all this shit. Yeah,
from us, from Big Nate and me. Fuck you. Get a better job.
Fuck me. Yeah, thank you for destroying my family. Because. You know, what is that so much? I mean, yeah, he worked under the table and all this shit. They just didn't do the fucking paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it could have been like, oh, well, fuck, here's your fine and do it over, whatever. Well, doesn't matter, but the point is that he's like forever and whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But pre-Patriot Act, you know, he tried to just rip down to Washington to get some cheap smokes. Yep. And they caught him and they fucking took his truck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they took it, and they sold it, and they were like, fuck you, walk home. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being like balls. 14 years old and being like, wow, that's fucking, it's crazy. They can just
so
they
surreal.
Can do that.
Yeah.
They can take your shit and swab it. Like, if you're, for example, if you ever use cash, I mean, I know nobody does that anymore because it's fucking not cool. But if cash ever touches your ID, you have cocaine and fucking marijuana and hashish on your fucking ID.
Yeah, and stripper cooch.
Now, and they can swab that fucker and be like, well, this is your ID. Why is there cocaine? Because there's fucking cocaine on every goddamn bill that's circulating.
And you know what? Even if the answer was, because I just did a fucking bunch of cocaine like 3 nights ago, I'm not breaking the law right now, so you missed it. I don't do cocaine. I don't fucking, like, that's not my thing. But seriously, like, it drives me nuts that they have that capacity to just be like, you've been near cocaine. Clearly you're a criminal, and we're going to take your house.
Yeah, but that could happen even if you weren't near cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you weren't. Yeah. Like, trust me, I know this for a fact. It happened to a close person to me. You know, it's like, you know, there's no way that it was even in the room on the block as far as they knew, you know, like fucking, it's just all these suspicious, it's like, oh, you're in a rental car and you're in a, you know, like all these like suspicious, quote unquote, you know, I mean, so you went and rented a car for the weekend and you went and shopping and now you're suspicious, like, holy fuck.
And we're white. Like,
well, yeah, seriously. That's what I mean. This is, you know, like, white privilege bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
we are like the kings of, we get away with everything in the world. Imagine if I was like a Mexican guy going across the border with a laptop at the time. They would have been like, okay, you need to come with me. I know we don't even have close to the Patriot Act in place, but we are totally going to just like search every inch of your insides.
Yeah. Well, Mexico's a whole nother deal because it's just like payola, but...
So when I was in...
Like, that government isn't being, you know, they're not being run by their government either. Yeah. You know, like everybody. Yeah. Whatever. We won't get into that.
No. When I was in LA for, I was in San Diego for another conference a few years ago. And it was when they were doing the whole, like, Bush was president and they were talking about, like, building the goddamn wall. Keep them goddamn Mexicans out. Yeah. And, I was at an after party with a bunch of people who worked for the city of Los Angeles, and yeah, it was totally cool. And they were like, so what, you know, as Canadians, what's your take on like illegal immigration? And I was like, really,
Miss Palin? It's
well, actually,
you're Alaskan. You should know.
Yeah, like hello. So they asked us this question, and I was like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm a Canadian. I live in a city that like. We're basically all honkies. There's a huge number of people that are not.
Thank you for perpetuating the stereotype.
It's not.
Jim. It's much appreciated.
Man, there's, you know what I'm saying, and it's true. This is a very, very, very white city.
The city of Calgary is run by honkies.
Fucking crackers. So anyway,
even though Nenchi's the mayor,
yeah.
Oh, zing, sorry.
Zing. Anyways,
there you go.
This is back in the days of George Bush, and then she was not there. So I said, like, what it boils down to me is this. Do you have an unemployment problem? And they're like, no, actually, we're pretty low unemployment right now. I said, okay. How many unemployed people do you think you have? Like, is it about, say, 2% of your population? And they're like, yeah. Okay, so basic economic theory is that 2% of your population is unemployable. Do you have a need for jobs that are done by people who if tomorrow you said, you know what, everyone who is not here legally has to leave, would your garden still be tended? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're like 50% of the workforce.
Yeah. So like a huge number of people are filling jobs that you're not filling any other way.
No, that shit's all retarded.
Yeah, like
I don't want to talk about retards on my podcast. Fuck these assholes.
Okay, yeah.
They can all get fucked. If you don't get it, like, come on, the internet's out now. You know, like, fuck.
yeah, they have it on computers now.
Yeah, like, it's a fucking thing. And all these, like, here's the only dinner table talk I'll do, is if you're a fucking dinosaur and you don't get it, and you're, you know, if you're still fucking selling encyclopedias door to door, you're fucking retarded. Right?
Yeah, so you may as well be selling buggy whips.
Yeah, like, you know, if you don't get it and you're not along with the times, it's not for me to fucking, you know, bring you along.
Yeah.
You're going to die. You're not going to get it. You're going to fail. You're going to, you know, it's just like everybody's all pissy about all this stuff in Alberta. And it's like, you know, the government's an old system that doesn't fucking work and hasn't worked for a long time. So until, you know, we do something about it, it's just going to be the same fucking shit. So anyways, that's all the political rhetoric that'll ever happen on this podcast. But
so anyways, Jesus.
So now we're going to be banned at the border and no fly list instantly.
It's okay, we're using pseudonyms. They'll be like, is your name Big Ugly Jim? No.
Yeah. I can't tag you as Big Ugly Jim, though. That's the problem.
That's because I actually, you know, they're doing the big thing with Facebook now where they're making people use their real names.
You need to become a non-fictional character.
I never had Big Ugly Jim on my Facebook because I always was aware of the fact that you're not supposed to do that. And I was just like, I know eventually they're going to be stupid about it. And clearly, I am fucking brilliant because Facebook has become stupid about it. So, like, Mikey and Lisa Bastard had to change their names.
No, I know. They're doing some weird, like, Gestapo march on the name thing in Facebook. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like they're just, like, going in with AKs in the virtual world and being like, you can't call yourself that on the internet.
Well, and a buddy of mine...
censoring the internet.
A buddy of mine who used to go by the nickname Johnny Thing...
What's your real name?
Johnny Thing 1. Now goes as Johnny Dumb Trunk. He was in the Cryptomaniacs. He's a bunch of bands that he's been in. He's a fantastic musician. Doesn't live in Calgary anymore. But Johnny Dumb Trunk got told by Facebook, like, you know, you need to change your fucking name. And he was like, okay, delete my account, create a new one as Johnny Dumb Truck. And it turns out they didn't catch that. So, you know.
There you go. Facebook. Break the internet, man. Fucking everybody. Absolutely. Break the internet.
And it doesn't take a Cardassian ass.
Yeah, no. I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm talking more about... Yeah, no, fuck that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Her stupid ass.
That's all I think about.
Fuck her dumb ass.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think about all the time.
Kanye or whoever's fucking her. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, that must be fun.
I don't... That's...
10 minutes of ecstasy for 23 hours and 50 minutes of horseshit.
Of being with a Cardassian.
Yeah.
I don't get these people that are like,
my dad freed OJ.
Shit. Yeah.
My dad freed OJ.
Wow, there's a claim
That's where we got our money.
Yeah. My dad did things that were worthwhile.
And then my mother fucked him over.
I don't get the celebrity cult that we've built in the West. I don't fucking understand it at all. Like, I've never given a shit.
North America is a giant experiment.
Yep.
Like, from day one, man, that's my thing on that, is they fucking were like, oh, it's just what do they call it? The frontier. The frontier.
Yep. Oh, the lawless frontier.
Oh, we'll kill all the natives. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck thinks they can do that?
Horrible, horrible fucking people.
Yeah, like, just walk in and be like, oh, no, we need to civilize these people.
Well, and it wasn't even that. Like,
yeah, it was.
So, no. I'll go you one worse, not one better.
Immaculate, what was it? What they call it? They gave it some fucking dumb name, too.
Yeah, as long as it sounds
Manifest
nice.
Destiny.
Manifest Destiny. And the white man's burden.
Kill all the fucking natives. What the fuck? And Buffalo.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
You know.
There was, so the Pike family, of which Clint is one, they all originate from one common ancestor in North America. And this is a guy who was the first. He was the captain of the first non-military vessel that landed in Canada.
Not Clinton Pike.
Clinton Pike, and he'll tell you this story. So
What?
so the story goes like the first band that I alluded to earlier with the piece of shit. He was also a Pike, and he had told me this great story about this noble, beautiful story about this his ancestor had found this Irish woman who was like Irish royalty, which basically means poor, and they were in love, but they weren't allowed to marry, so they like hopped on a boat and came to Canada and had a great life together. And this is the story. And he was like the first non-military person in North America.
Okay.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
The actual story, because Dongo, who was the drummer for Johnny Incognito and the Gurgitones, who's one of my favorite people of all time, is his uncle. And was like, actually, there's more to that story that you don't realize. First off, by fell in love and moved to Canada, what you really mean is kidnapped and raped.
Right.
Because that's what happened
For the Jesuits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, dude.
So they kidnapped this woman and like made a family because like, hey, what are you gonna do? Not ever be around men? I'm the only man around, so fuck you. You're my wife.
Yeah.
And they set up a hunting lodge where you could hunt all of the indigenous species, which included like buffalo and moose and the Beothuk Indians. And they basically wiped them out. That was what their job was like, because they didn't see them as human. So, hunting them would be cool.
Yeah, they were uncivilized people.
Yeah,
like it's
they
such
were
a fucking bullshit.
It's gross. Like as a honky, I can look at that and go, yeah, I'm real proud of my fucking history.
Yeah, but fuck.
Like we didn't do it. I haven't killed anyone all week.
Africans do it to themselves too. I mean,
Everybody.
there's the Armenian genocide, like
Yep.
the Turks, like fuck. Everybody does it to everybody. So until we stop, it's just it's like the funny thing with metal. There's like 457 subgenres.
Yeah.
That's not an accurate number at all, but that's the one I gave it.
No.
It's the same thing. We've got to fucking quantify and name everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's funny. People do this to people. Like look at Genghis Khan.
Yep.
Like he killed a whole city. He killed Baghdad in like 1200. He cut everybody's fucking head off and left.
And that's not
And built
easy.
them into a pyramid of fucking dead bodies.
Yeah.
And then said, yeah, to the next guy going in, like, have fun with that.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to bring a shovel.
Yeah. Give me 10%? No? Okay.
Yeah. Hackety,
we're gonna-
hackety.
Yeah, because that's what Genghis Khan did. Or
Yeah.
Genghis, whatever they call him.
That creeps me out when they talk like that. Genghis Khan.
Yeah, well, the real historian, like, check out Dan Carlin's Hardcore History. He has a 5-part on the Wrath of the Khans. It's fucking the most. He calls them Genghis, but he's a historian. He's a real
the
historian.
thing about it is, though, is like it's properly pronounced Guatemala.
Yeah.
But if you say that, if you're like, yeah, I'm thinking of going on a trip to Guatemala, you sound like a douche. I
they'll
had this
flag you at the
conversation-
airport and be like, pull this guy over.
Yeah, I had this conversation with my ex-girlfriend's kid, and he's like, we were talking about because he regularly uses I and me wrong in the like me and this guy went to the store.
Right.
And I, because I love this kid, I keep trying to make him understand that he sounds like a complete moron. And that is as effective for me as it was for my father and for generations of people who have said, wow, you sound like a stupid person when you say that. So anyways, he decided he wanted to like work this bone. We happened to be in an A&W and we ordered poutine. And he's like, you're saying it wrong. It's putain. Or whatever, whatever French people would call it. Poutine.
Putin.
Which sounds very much like spitting into a spittoon. Ding! Right?
Hey, well, get your shit together. It's French.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It kind of tastes like spitting. No, I like
In Quebec,
poutine.
no
I'm
way.
joking.
Out here, yeah. Fuck.
Depends, man. Alberta King of Sub.
It's an abomination out here. Fuck.
Alberta King of Sub. People from
They are,
Quebec.
yeah, no, for sure. They are the closest, but they can't slice it thin.
That's true. They do the thick.
Come on. You don't fucking walk 95% of the way there and then just bow out of the fucking... I'm done with the marathon. I know it's right there. I don't care. I'm just going to take a left now.
Do I really need to cross the finish line?
I want that water.
Yeah. I really just...
Anyways, love you, Alberta King of Subs. I should hit them up and see, because they are the only authentic.
Oh yeah,
Smoked
and they've got
meat
that
and
pine
poutine.
beer that you can get.
Oh yeah,
like,
I've never really
taste-
drank there. It's too far away from
no,
my
no,
house.
It's like ginger ale. It's not like a beer.
Oh yeah, it's ginger beer. They call
No,
it.
it's pine beer.
Oh, pine. Sorry,
Yeah, and it's apparently it's something that they actually ship in from Quebec, and it tastes very much like kissing a tree and then getting hit with turpentine in the face. But it's surprisingly good, and it goes really well with poutine. Poutine. Whatever. Poutine. If I
it's
say
not your fault.
I know.
It's okay. It's just how it is. Fuck.
I'm from Alberta.
Yeah, I mean, trust me.
like your poutine and Guatemala.
My wife, her whole family is from there. It's crazy.
When did you
And
guys move to Canada?
My whole family is 1600, 1532.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's a perfect reasonable
because
answer.
fuck, it's funny you were just telling. First of all, I'm gonna remember that story. But when we were talking about the border stuff, so my friend, my friend sent us to Norway, which was fucking amazing. My friend Therese,
Yep.
she sent the Noctis crew out to Norway. It was fucking unbelievable.
That is incredible.
So it was like free flights, pay for your hotels. Okay. You're like, no problem, you know. And fucking, so then we're going through the border, and there's like, it was me and Boyko and our friend Mark Zemlak, and then my friend Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
And Griffin, okay, here's Griffin's day. He wakes up, he probably eats 5 raw eggs, okay? And then he punches himself in the face for like 5 minutes. And then he brushes his teeth, and he fucking takes a shower, and then he fucking comes out, and then he works out for like 3 hours. And then he goes and he eats meat for like 2 hours.
I get it.
And then he takes a nap for an hour and a half. And then he wakes up and he starts practicing drums. And that's like what he does every day. And then, you know what I mean? And then he eats some more meat and he goes to bed. And then he fucking has the protein shake. And he's just jacked. It's fucked. He's like the most... He doesn't smoke. Actually, he started smoking. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Like that, to be that hard forever. And he had 0 vices. Doesn't drink. Doesn't smoke.
Yeah.
Weed. Doesn't do drugs at all. And just like focused and crazy. And he toured the world. It was fucking nuts. And then, but when he toured the world, he started smoking.
Yeah.
So now he's got that. But hey, man, for fucking
Take him down
that
a peg.
But they searched him. They pulled him over. They pulled him over out of us 4, being like, "Oh, this guy with the tattoos and the long hair. We gotta pull this fucking guy." I was like, "Are you fucking serious? I have a giant
awesome.
jihad beard. You're not even looking at that." I mean, like, you know, if he's fucking, you know, it's like, that's your yardstick?
I wanna,
the
like-
cleanest fucking dude I've ever met in my life. Like, he's just...
I want to go through the border with like a straight edge T-shirt. Just see if they're up on there. Like, oh no, that guy's good.
Yeah.
He's not even bringing an
He's not.
STD into the country.
Well, yeah, fuck. And then what were we just talking about?
When I made the crack about when did your family move to Canada, and you were saying the 1800s.
Well, yeah, I was able to go back. My grandma did a bunch of genealogy
Oh yeah.
on my dad's side. That's from the French side. They're like, I know exactly where we're from, and I know exactly when everybody landed and shit. Like it's
That's
fucking
very cool,
documented.
Man. That's very.
And then I
cool.
was able to go back just on the internet without paying genealogy.com or whatever the fuck.
morbid.com basically.
I was able to go back like another 70 years to like
Nice.
1523 and get like the guy that came here, like his dad and his grandpa, like know where they, like their address almost.
That is
You know?
really
Like,
cool.
So
I can go back.
yeah, I mean,
so-
it's all horse shit. I mean,
Yeah.
what we hear, and you know, like, yeah. Anyways,
But it's neat though, right? Like I kind of had that bug for a little while, and I asked my dad about it. And so the story in my family is we're actually Germans. Martin's not a German last name.
that's what you end up figuring with us too.
Yep.
It's like we were French, but we were German before that.
But we were like real recently German. So my grandfather was my father's father was born Heinrich Wegelin.
Okay. That's very German.
Yeah, bunch of German. And he came to Canada and changed his name to Harry Martin. Because at the time when he got here, being named Heinrich Wegelein wasn't really that popular.
Yeah.
It was, in the 40s. And being a German, not such a good thing. And his father had come across to Canada to work on something, whether it was the railway or I don't know, but he came here and he died. And his name was Christian Wegelein. That is as far back as we can go. We have 3 documents that are Christian Wegelein, his landing in Canada and stuff, and every single one of them is spelled differently. And it's because of the incredible accuracy and attention to detail that the Canadian civil servants are notorious worldwide for. But yeah, he basically just showed up and said, "This is my name," and they're like, "Cool. I don't know how to spell it. I'm not going to ask you. That seems impious. So I'll just come up with a Wegelein. That starts with a V, sure."
Yeah, well, that happened in New York there.
Staten Island.
Or where was that? What was it called? That epic island everybody came over in the 20s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was the 20s, but on my other side, on my mom's side, it's all Swedish. And I actually have the address of my Swedish relatives.
Really?
In Sweden, over there. And, they came over because it was you can have free land.
Yeah.
If you can get here, you just put out the stakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's in North Dakota.
The Dakotas.
They told you that once you got there.
Yeah.
They're like,
"Aw, North Dakota."
It was basically if you're not a fucking pussy and you can deal with your country, you could probably deal with this.
Yeah. If you are desperate enough to come here, we'll just give you North Dakota.
Yeah.
You can have the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, if you can stake it out, you can have it. You get 5 acres, you start with whatever they gave them, 5 acres, but and then the Dust Bowl and all that bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah. It was the same thing with Alberta. If you read, there's a Heath McCoy used to be the music guy for the entertainment guy for the Herald. Wrote a book about the Stu Hart's family, and it's called
They're an epic Calgary family.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what the book is called, but it's fantastic. And how many Heath McCoys are there that wrote a book about fucking Stampede Wrestling? So look it up. Cool. Really good book, and it talks about when Stu was a kid, they came to Alberta, and it was a similar situation. They were told, "Yeah, you've got a place. Come on out." They got there, and there was someone living on their land, and they were like, "Well, we bought it." And the people, the Hart family, were like, "Well, we bought it," and they actually went to court and did this whole process. But while that happened, they basically set up a tent and dealt with prairie winter in a tent in a family, which it's the Hart, so it must have been 7,000 people in one little tent.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and
huge family.
Just fucking brutal, but they survived, and that was we were hardy people once.
That was
now we're
Stu
pussies.
Hart when he was 18.
No, when he was 6.
Oh, when he was 6. Holy fuck, yeah, there you go. Like my grandma's story is we ate apples all winter, and there was an ox walking next to this Ford Model A, and there was 2 families on it, and it took forever, and we went to the West Coast.
Oh yeah,
it's holy fuck! You hear these stories of these fucking people, and then World War II, and then fucking then the Kennedy assassination, and then you're
but to be fair, that dude just left One Direction, so
yeah, right.
Everyone's got their trouble, right?
Hey man, there's a lot of little girls that are crushed right now.
I know, and you know what? To each of them, I say, "Ha!"
Welcome to Dick Over World.
Yeah. Sorry about your luck. This is how it's going to be for the rest of your life.
Your disdain for humanity will continue.
There's a lesson in this. Every time you find someone you love, he will leave.
If we're going to start talking about wrestling, I got to grab a beer. I'll be right back.
I got a beer right here. Go for it. I have another one. Look at that. See that? Not even interrupting the podcast.
Holy fuck.
Full service here.
I'm out drinking Jim is what's going on.
You are.
Oh, there's nothing. You're over 21, right?
Ish.
Well, that makes it legal all
I'm
over
a bunch
the
of
world.
over 21, man. I'm about as over 21 as you can get without having great pubes.
That's right,
Wow,
ladies.
good for you, man.
No gray in the pubes. Grecian formula.
A little bit in the beard, but no big deal.
Yeah, I keep it thin so it's not obvious. That's the best part about being an aging punk. You know, like watching all the people around you. I for whatever reason, I'm not going gray. I'm not going bald. I shave my head, but it's not bald.
You're just a Nazi.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's true.
That's true, German Nazi.
And people are from Germany.
You and George Bush can fuck off.
Yeah. We actually have a secret cabal. I don't like to brag about it, but oh shit, this is still recording?
Yes.
Damn it. But yeah, like it's fun to watch as like guys who were icons of like the punk or the metal world, and like, you know, they were young and they were full of fucking anger and piss, and now they're like middle-aged men. I love that shit. You know, like you look at Henry Rollins, it's still ripped as fuck. Like I would not want to call him a pussy or anything like that. But clearly the ravages of time are just starting to go like, hey, Henry.
Well, have you seen his show on History Channel?
Yep.
Like, you can tell he must have been just fucking, I mean, you'd hope he was just livid off camera the whole time, being like, man, okay, so you just want me to be a donkey. That's what you want.
Yep.
You just want me to be this, like, I have a tattoo on the back of my neck, and I'm on the History Channel, okay?
He should just be fucking happy that he's not talking about ancient aliens. I know you're a big fan, but
So you don't believe in aliens?
No. Yeah, that's not an accurate statement at all.
Okay, so you
I
don't believe in
the-
ancient aliens?
I don't believe that aliens built the pyramids. I believe that the minute that we start saying that,
Okay.
we go, hey, human ingenuity, which is amazing and has done incredible things, fuck you, it must have been aliens.
Do you believe the ancient alien theory that I think it's I can't remember his name because it's Egyptian. It's like Nefertot. It's not. Fuck. I won't even try and say it.
Call him Dave.
Yeah. Dave was like. Do you believe that there was like halfsies?
You know what?
Like some of those earlier than that our society is willing to accept. Early pharaohs were maybe like half.
So I'll tell you what I believe. I believe what I can see.
Okay.
And by that, I mean, I don't have an opinion on whether some pharaoh was half alien or half not alien or whatever, because I couldn't possibly know.
Okay, so for us to progress in this conversation, I need to ask you a couple questions.
Virgo.
Did you know that they're on the Sphinx, which was buried up to its neck in sand until the like there's a picture of Napoleon in 1809 or whatever.
Yeah, they had to unearth it.
Yeah, so like it's only like the last 120 years that fucker's been out of sand, and there's smooth water erosion marks on the old, like where the body is.
Yeah.
Like the head is up for debate. Do you believe that?
I get it.
Do you
I
know
don't
about this? Okay, so
Don't
we
know
can't
anything
talk
about it.
about this because, like, the head was obviously modified. There's water erosion marks. That the Sphinx is got to be, like, at least they figure at least 12,000 fucking years old. At least.
Yeah.
I mean, like more like 20.
So I can't speak to any of that.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
what I can say
with
is
modern
this.
Egyptology, they think that shit's like 3,000-4,000 years old. That's a big difference. Do you see
Yeah.
it? There's a fucking real, you know, the academia doesn't want to accept like some of the evidence they're finding. You know, like so. And ancient aliens, like fuck whatever. Like brand me ancient alien fucking tinfoil hat. I don't give a fuck. I'm a big guy. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like
call me whatever you want.
Call me whatever. Put whatever hat you want on me. I don't give a shit. But that when you start like that when the internet came out, that's what I started Googling. Like I found Google in '97, and I was like Atlantis and blah blah blah. I was an ancient alien theorist before, you know, right along with Giorgio there.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I wanted to know about this stuff because when you hear stories about Atlantis, like what this guy from like a long time ago talked about this thing from a long time before him, and I don't know, it's just interesting subjects to me.
And I don't take away from that at all. My take on it, and it's only my take, and it's only based on how I view the world, and that is, I think that people are historically dumber than shit.
Yes.
And when you like, you can look at the Bible and you can look at the historicity of the Bible and say that there's validity in some of the things. So maybe that means that there's validity
that was
in
the
a
old
bunch
internet. You know what I mean? Like they had to.
What I'm getting at, though,
sorry.
what I'm getting at is the minute that I accept it as being accurate,
Right.
that's where I have a problem.
Right.
And that's my problem. It's how I view the world.
Yeah.
I am a hardcore skeptic, and I was born as a very Christian child, and I was raised in a Christian home, and it wasn't until I hit like 17, 18 years old that I even started to think that maybe there was another possible answer to the why is the world.
Well, and this is why I love you, Jim, because I would consider myself a gullible skeptic. So it's nice to have guys like you who are like even more like dick skeptics.
Oh, I'm
Who
gullible
are like,
too.
come on,
I've dated a lot of.
let's research the source here a little. And anyways, but that's why the internet's really cool to me, and it has always been, because it's like, I don't know. It's not that you can just go find what you're looking for, but again, that is exactly what it is, where you can go find what you're looking for. It's like, is the source correct and all this stuff, and
that's the thing that's
like, I
both
don't even
awesome
know
and
about
tricky
aliens.
about it.
Like, if I hadn't seen, I've seen fucking shit moving around in the sky with witnesses every time, which is weird, because it's one thing, like, there's right before I did a podcast one night, that was the only one that didn't have a witness.
Yep.
And it was right out here. I was taking a leak, and it was the Orion's belt. There was another star in Orion's belt, and I'm like, that's wrong. And I'm taking a piss, and I'm like, what? Okay, you've had a couple. And then it was like, whoa, that's a triangle. Like, not that the craft was a triangle, but it looked as bright. It was something in the sky that looked as bright as a fucking star.
Yeah.
That does not happen with a plane. Flying at unless it's flying over your face, like that does. And then it moved. It was like moving. Like, so how far away is this thing? And I mean, I don't know. That wasn't no fucking Chinese lantern or some fucking like. And then it was just gone. Like, that's what happens every time. Then it's just gone. Then it's just gone. Boom. Then it's just gone. My friend Amanda, Casey's girlfriend.
Yeah.
We were fucking standing outside the slaughterhouse one night. I'm like, see, look, right there. You see that shit? Like, that is not a plane taking off, just going, and then it went gone. So, anyways.
So, and for me, like, for my take on it is very simple, and that is, I don't in any way disbelieve that there is other life in the universe.
Right.
I don't believe that they stick probes up people's asses in Texas.
Yeah, right.
Because that just sounds like...
You would have to see that one.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be like the Calgary Stampede.
Totally. For me, if I saw something, I would doubt it, and not doubt it in a negative way, like, no, I didn't see that, but doubt it like there's got to be an answer for that, and I probably wouldn't find that answer, and that's the frustrating thing. There was a night actually when I was still dating the Karina that I was dating for a long time.
Yeah.
We were outside of her place, and there was a thing in the sky, and we're pretty sure that it was probably something to do with a space shuttle or something like that. Like, there had to have been
a satellite.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But it moved. There was 2 points, and they moved like way too connectedly.
Yeah.
And we both were like, you know what? The thing that's going to suck about this is that we'll never know.
Well, that is the thing too. You'll
Yeah.
never fucking know.
And so I don't say that it was
unless there's
impossible.
disclosure.
Exactly. I don't say it's impossible that it was something that like aliens or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't say that that's the answer.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah. I leave myself open to whatever possibilities. My assumption is there's probably a perfectly non-aliens taking people from trailer parks in Texas answer to the question.
Right.
But hey, maybe it is. Maybe aliens really like Texas ass. God knows we all do. Finest ass.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Every time I see that Ted Cruz. He's from Canada, so that doesn't...
That's a funny, hilarious thing. Anyways, I don't want to get into
Yeah,
that.
no,
one at all.
I'm not. I can't speak to that because I don't know. I just know he's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, could I be president?
Dear diary. Today I thought, wouldn't it be cool to be president?
Yeah. My mom was a citizen.
That's true.
That is, and
absolutely
I
true.
am technically.
Yankee.
Yeah, Canarican. I
Canarican.
prefer.
So you're like an American, but you've been infected by Kanekistan.
I grew up in the States, but I did my high school in Canada. Those are the formative years.
That's true.
Except for my last year I did in the States. So it was wild to get to see
One
the
of my
bullshit around the whole fucking continent, you know?
one of my best friends in the whole wide world lives in L.A. His name is Wes Standen, and he's Standen Springs. Like his family is the company that made that company,
Oh, okay.
or the people that made that company. So Wes grew up in like Missoula and Ronan and all these like small
Nice.
towns.
My brother lives in Missoula.
Yeah, small towns right by the border in like the Missouri and
Well, Missoula's in Montana, but...
do I look like an American
Yeah,
geographer?
no doubt. You're bad with this.
Okay, somewhere north of Texas. Anyways, so he grew up in all these places, and when he moved to Canada in grade 7, he was a really cool kid, except like cool by my standards, which meant really not cool, because we were all nerds, and he was really cool, except he was really big on the idea that like homosexuality, you should go to jail. Things like that. He was very, very conservative because that was the environment that he got raised in, right? Was a very conservative environment. He was in Canada till he graduated college, and we just ruined that kid. Now he's a dope smoker. He's going to the States and living and doing his thing, but he's Canadian now. The poor bastard.
Hey, man, it was different, like, when I knew only the States, and then I moved up here in, like, grade 6.
They're different
It was,
places.
they are different places, for
Yep.
sure.
I remember
That's
going
cool.
when I was in Denver for Web Design 99.
Mhm.
I was in this bar called Cafe Netherworld. Yeah, it's actually called that, Cafe Netherworld. And it was fantastic. It was like a sports bar that some goths had bought and
Okay.
turned into a goth bar, but they still had all the sports memorabilia up.
Oh.
So it was like D1. And I bumped into this girl, and
Nice.
I said I'm sorry, and it was legitimate. It was like an oops. I wasn't like, ooh, did my dick rub against your ass? Nothing like that. I literally I bumped her with my shoulder, and I said I'm sorry, and she goes, what? And I go, I'm sorry, and she goes, say that again.
Holy fuck.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, where are you from? Like an hour's
Whoa.
flight north? Like, what do you mean, where am I from? I'm from Canada. And she's like, it's pronounced sorry. She picked up the fact that I was
Sorry?
not from there by saying sorry.
You know what, though? That shit fucking happens. I remember, like, when I did my last year of school in the States, and they all called me Canadian Nate. It was so funny. Like, they're all like, Canadian Nate. And then, but lots of these guys would be like, so, because it's Oregon,
Yeah.
right? And Oregon's a thing, all right?
It's a whole
Portland is a thing. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, so where are you from? They're like, oh, San Diego, California. Oh, yeah? How long you been here? Oh, like 3 years. Yeah? Oh, okay. Well, I moved here when I was 6 months old, and I lived here till I was like 13. So Californians don't count up here, okay? Us
Oh, yeah.
Oregonians, you're more of a foreigner than I am.
Totally.
Like, I've done a little bit of high school in Quebec, It was just like, they didn't like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They didn't like it when I didn't join the football team, too. They didn't like that at all.
Well, and being a large fella.
Of course. Dude, that was the first guy that walked up to me when I walked into that school. Like, we're, like, standing in line waiting for the fucking secretary.
Yeah.
And the football coach happened to walk in.
Come here, boy.
Are you registering? I'm like, yeah. Oh, we need you on the football team. You ever play football? I'm like, well, yeah. Well, I play
Yeah.
music. Like, I play music now.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and then, oh, you gotta join, you gotta come out, you gotta try out. I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Pretty sure the last time we won a championship was 91, right? Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Well, yeah. Not on my back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pre 9/11 victories don't count anymore.
Yeah.
Patriot Act.
I don't know. My knees still work, and I like that.
I was on a plane again going to San Diego. Same story as earlier when I went to the conference. And we're taxiing in for landing. You know how they come on and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently taxiing at about 30,000 feet. We'll be in the San Francisco airport in 45 minutes. It's a balmy 260 degrees, whatever the fuck, right?
It's lizard temperature.
Yeah, you're going to die. The usual message, and I'm not really paying attention. It's happening behind the scenes, and I'm not really caring about it, right? And then he finishes it with, and I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you to the 11 boys and girls or men and women on this plane who are here to join the United States Navy. And these fucking kids throughout the plane start going, whoa, because they've all seen Scent of a Woman, and they know that if you're in the military, any military, that's the noise you make.
Marine or not.
Yeah, that's the noise you make. And they're, whoa! And people were clapping. Like the whole fucking, and I'm sitting there going, I don't know what's happening here. This is not normal. But they were clapping about children enlisting in the Navy. San Diego's a huge Navy town.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, definitely. When something similar happened to me like that, I escorted my grandparents on the plane.
However you make your money, man.
Yeah. Well, it was quite a flight. We all got to go out to Europe together, which was a crazy, amazing opportunity.
Totally.
And it was like escort. My grandparents, they were old. It was like, don't fly, and very often, like even my grandpa, he had taken a fucking boat out to Europe the last time.
Yep.
Because of the draft. Mm-hmm. So it was, when we were on the plane, just going from Portland to Vancouver, I was talking with the stewardess, and she moved us up to the front, because my grandpa, he's since passed, long live Vic, but he had 2 fake hips and all this shit, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, my grandpa, he hasn't been to Europe since fucking the 40s, and he's flying out there. He's never been on a plane. Like, this is the first time he's ever been on a plane.
Yeah.
And all this, and then I didn't solicit her to do this, but she got on the horn and was like, give it up for this guy and his grandparents. Like, give it up for his grandparents who are he's never a veteran and all this, and everybody lost it on the plane. It's a hilarious, shitty little propeller plane. Yeah, there's like 40 people on it, but they were all like, that's pretty fucking cool,
That is totally cool.
She didn't have to do that, and he was like totally weirded out, and you could tell. Yeah. So that was like, to get that, you could just see it was like, holy shit. And actually, where we were staying was Eastern France. Like, fucking, he had been out there, man. Like, in the war. Yep. He was kind of like, I kind of recognize this, but when I saw it, it was flattened. I'm pretty sure I was here, but I don't know. And then this one night, I fucking got the old laptop out, and I was like, hey, Grandpa, what division thing were you in? Like, and he's like, he tells me, and I Google it, and I just start telling him all this stuff. I'm like, you were here, and then you went to San Diego, and then you got on a train, and he's like, I forgot that. It was from 60 years ago you're talking about right now. That was a pretty amazing moment.
Oh, yeah, that's just cool.
To share that, like, with, my grandma hated it. She was like, can we stop talking about this? Like, it was all shit she didn't want to go back to, obviously, and we did eventually. We were like, sorry, Grandma, like, we're not trying to make you feel weird. But it was funny, like, yeah. That generation saw so much shit, it's fucked up.
And they don't talk about it at all.
They never, like, lots of them are, they're all popping every day right now, right?
Yeah. It's a shame, too, because, like,
my grandma's still kicking it hard as fuck. She's going for another 10, 20 years, but she's up there. She's 80s. 80s. I was thinking something while I was having a leak. Go to righthookmics.com and buy all their mics. Go to bignateproductions.com, listen to this podcast, check out all the Big Nate productions that are coming up. Go to the April 3rd Nancy's birthday party and fucking Calgary Metalfest fundraiser. Get Hard as Fuck. We're trying to have tickets there for pre-sale, but we're hoping we're going to see this week. It's good. And go to CalgaryMetalFest.com and buy all the tickets. $60 for the whole damn weekend. You can buy whatever you want. You can buy one show. You can buy 7 shows. You can buy whatever the fuck you want. You can go there and do anything. So
you know what the question to ask yourself is? How much of a loser do I want to feel like? Do I want like one day where I don't go to that show and I feel like a loser because I missed amazing things, or do I want to feel like I missed
wouldn't
all
say
7 days and I'm a
loser.
giant fucking
Some people
loser?
work, Jim.
Yeah, you know what? Those people need to fucking have priorities.
Yeah, totally. You treat yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Go to Calgary Metal Fest. Buy your sweetie a ticket. Come have a good time. It's my fucking birthday. Have a good time.
With the way the economy's going, no one's going to fucking Mazatlan.
Yeah, it's cheap as fuck.
This is $60 for your fucking vacation. Take a week
4
off
days
of
of
work
metal.
and drink and have fun and enjoy and celebrate Nate's birthday. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do that, you're not human.
I like it. I like it. Go to CalgaryBeerCore.com. Look up fucking Keith Morrison.
Yeah.
Buy all their shit. Love it. I want to thank you, Jim, for being on the podcast.
My
I'm so
absolute
glad this
pleasure,
worked
man.
out so swimmingly.
Totally. It was a
perfect.
perfect night.
Yeah, I had. See, when I'm not working, I got to make something happen, right?
Yep.
So, you know, so like I happened to have tonight off, and it was like, I want to get the podcasts in. They're the good ones.
Yeah.
This is as close to truly getting hard in Nate's backyard as you can do, because we've gone way over the hour. We're actually at an hour and a half almost.
Because you can't limit this, man. This magic between us, uncontrollable.
It's supposed to be free-form conversation where we talk about whatever the fuck we want, but at the same time, we got to stay on subject and fucking be fun to listen to and entertaining to listen to. If you're if you're boring as fuck, just being hammered,
Yes.
that's not fun.
Yeah, that gets old.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah.
that's worked in the bar industry.
If it's all just inside jokes, nobody knows what the fuck
Yeah.
you're talking about. Is my point.
boob spittle.
Yeah,
I fucking. There's nothing more annoying than when people like mall rats. That is one big inside joke, and it's not a good movie. And if you like mall rats, you're wrong, and I'm sorry.
yeah, cool. Well, fucking A. So go buy all the Keith Morrison, buy all the things. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Jim, for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
It is my pleasure to be this rigid in your awesome bus.
Now we're gonna play Oh Shit, Get the Fuck Off Our Bus.
Perfect.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Get the fuck off of our bus!